here today because we're here. But
Yeah.
Can you?
Don't you?
In Booneville High School are members of the Arkansas schools and the
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For Isaac Brown and Jake Fennell, I am Zach Austin. We are here live in Lavaca, Arkansas. Booneville Bearcats taking on the Lavaca Golden Arrows. Booneville Bearcats come in this week, number 7, Class 3A. I was talking to Isaac on the way over here. Don't really agree with that. I mean, number 7, but
yeah,
anyways,
dropped that far and
dropped that far. You had
having a few guys out.
a few guys out last week that contributed to the loss. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. So we're number 7 in Class 3A. We come in 6-2, 3-2 in conference play. The Lavaca Golden Arrows come in number 14 in Class 3A, 6-2 overall, and 3-2 in conference as well. Guys, this is the 7th meeting between the two schools. The Bearcats lead the series 6-0. The last meeting was back in 2015. The Bearcats won 42-27. And the Cats lead the series with that win, 6-0. Very first meeting was back in 1998. The Booneville Bearcats won 53-0. Both these teams are in the same conference, 3A1. Tonight, fellas, this is an important game as far as playoff positioning is concerned. Cats win, we are guaranteed the 2nd seed. If Lavaca wins, well, then we could have a couple different scenarios, I guess you could say.
It's complicated.
It's complicated. If Lavaca wins, they need Greenland to lose in order for Lavaca to get the 2nd seed. If Greenland wins and Lavaca wins, then that forces a 3-way tie for 2nd place, and in which that would go off tiebreaker points. So if that's the case, the Cats, so far we're sitting pretty right now with tiebreaker points. If Lavaca happens to beat us by more than 13 points, then they would get the 2nd seed. But anyways, we need a win tonight, get the 2nd seed. We'll have a first home round playoff game in a couple weeks. Got some other couple important games going on tonight. Where'd I put my phone? But a couple other important games. Hackett is playing Greenland, and right now Greenland is sitting in the 3rd seed in conference. Granted, them and Lavaca are both 3-2. Greenland beat Lavaca by 1 point last week. So,
Got a tight conference
we really
throughout the year. We feel like this is a game where if we can take care of business, it's in our hands.
Yes.
If we come out and we win this game, then there's no pressure, no complications. We win. We get that 2 seed, put us in the bottom half of that bracket, and we move on to the playoffs. So I think it's a big game, important.
it is.
For more than just seeding placement, though. We come off a big loss last week in a game where we're down several players. We're ranked high, number 2. You said we've dropped to 7.
Yeah, dropped to 7.
And I don't agree with that either, but we'll take it. I mean, if that gives you a chip on your shoulder to come out and play a little bit harder and do better and make good decisions, and that's what we'll do. And so I think this tonight is when that starts. This is a big opportunity for Booneville to set the season on a straight path where we were headed to begin and come out with a big win and set ourselves up for success.
Right. Tonight, in a way, I guess you could say is a reset point, could be, for the Cats to propel yourself into the next half of the season. Here are our captains tonight real quick for Booneville Bearcats. Number 7 is Trace Hall. Number 55 is Brett Welling. For the Lavaca Golden Arrows, Jake, you want to call them out? I don't know what I've done with my roster.
Sure. They've got number 20, Spencer Giles, and number 80 is Eli Smithson.
Now, I was able to talk to a guy downstairs. They're got 4 guys out due to injuries. One of their guards earlier in the year, I believe, tore his MCL. I believe is what he said. So he was out for the remainder of the year. Their quarterback's out as number 1, so they're without their starting quarterback. And I saw number 15, their halfback that they relied on quite a bit throughout the season. He's also out, so they're playing with some backups, but still pretty good team. You got to take them serious. If not, they're going to sneak up on you and get past you. We really couldn't find any stats. Me and Jake couldn't at all. I did find some little game recaps. They'll do a spread. They'll throw it, do a little jet sweep, and looks like the Cats have won. The Totson have deferred to the second half. The Golden Arrows will be receiving the ball, and they will be defending the north end zone. The stadium here runs north and south. Did I have that correct, Isaac? Okay. I always like to make sure. I thought I was, but just to make sure. But back to Lavaca. They'll do spread and halfback runs, quarterback keepers, little dips. It's your normal spread team.
Yeah, the spread's been the one point of weakness for the Bearcats throughout the season defending. So they come in. They've got to feel a little bit of confidence coming in.
Right.
Picking up Booneville coming off of we'll just say a terrible week last week, looking to rebound. And Bearcat defense has a big opportunity here to step up and let people know that we've rebounded and we're ready to go.
Yeah. And, a couple guys to watch out, speaking about the Bearcat defense, to watch out for on the defense. Let me get my stats all situated here. Our leading tackler on the year is Mr. Dax Goff, number 34. He's got 59 tackles on the year. 26 of those have been solo, 33 assisted. Cody Elliott, he's got 44 tackles on the year. Dunn Daniel, he is your second leading tackler with 47. Another guy to watch out for on the defense, Jace Washburn. He's got 32 tackles on the year. I didn't realize that. Jace has got a pretty good year, sophomore, from the safety position. He's played corner some. Another young guy to watch out for. Another guy to watch out for, I would think rotating in this week would be Hunter Warren, number 35, the freshman. Second leading tackler last week against Charleston.
Yeah, and I talked to Hunter today. I had him in class, and he told me he's starting tonight. So
hey, all right, yeah.
Big opportunity. He made his presence known last week, and he's looking to improve on that and let him know just because he's younger and moving up from the junior high squad, he can hang with the bigger kids. So we'll hopefully see him have a lot of success tonight.
Hopefully so. A couple guys to watch out for on the offense. Leading the way again on the offensive side is Mr. Dax Goff. He's got 1,348 yards on the year on 75 carries. He's got 17 touchdowns. And then you got to watch out for Mr. Trace Hall, the speedster. He's got 880 yards on the year, 14 touchdowns on 79 carries. And then Cody Elliott, he's got 651 yards on the year. And Peyton Tatum, I'm going to brag on PT. He had a big game last week when he needed to have a big one. He had a big one last week, him and Cody and Trace did. But big game last week for PT. He has 219 yards on the ground. So a couple guys there to watch out for on the Cat offense. Mr. Connor Lentz moved up last week, freshman. Maybe watch out for him and get some time here and there probably. Brooks is back.
Yep.
Brooks got to play some last week on offense. So we'll see if they slide him back in at offense. And, like you said last week, Jake, they really, he does good running. Fastest Cat before his injury.
Right.
But they really like him for his blocking, and that's hard to find in the back.
It is, and he's a smaller kid.
Yeah.
But he doesn't play small. He thinks he's better than you. He's one of those kids that he thinks he's better than you, and he's going to show you why he thinks that. And that's a quality that real good athletes have.
Go right ahead.
Before we get started, I'd like to let you know tonight's live stream is sponsored by the Scantling Haunted House, located at 208 South College Street in Booneville. They'll have movies playing outside and glow-in-the-dark wristbands with each purchase until supplies run out. Drinks, popcorn, and cotton candy for sale for $1 each. Tickets are $7 for kids 12 and under and $12 for adults. They're open Friday, Saturday, and Halloween night from 7 to 10 p.m. and Sunday night from 8 to 10 p.m. Come get your fright on and enjoy the night at the Scantling Haunted House. See you there.
Hey, I've never been to one of their haunted houses, but the setup looks pretty phenomenal, as well as their Christmas lights.
Boy, it is. They go all out.
And here's the kick return, fielded about the 11-yard line. That's by not sure who that was. Cameron Osborne in there on the stop, though, for you Bearcats.
Yeah, it was Osborne and I think Garrett Barr getting his name called early, coming in on the kickoff team, making a big hit right there. And it's going to be Lavaca Golden Arrow ball. Looks like it's going to be placed at about the 27, 28-yard line to start this game.
Yeah, number 2. Well, I don't have number 2 on my roster. Do you, Jake?
No.
No? Okay.
Nope, don't have a 2.
Winters is going to be quarterback's what I was told. Plymell back there getting some pressure, and freshman Hunter Warren and Trace Hall will stop for the Bearcats.
Yeah, he's making his name known. That's known early on. That's number 7, Miles Brown on the carry. He's a 5'10", 155-pound kid for Lavaca. And that's a good start for the defense getting into the backfield quick.
Yes, yes. Shotgun formation here for Winters. Got a guy going in motion. Got to have trips over here to the left now, one to the right. And this is going to be a little keeper. Pass over here, a little bubble route to number 24. That is Barron on the reception there. Lavaca likes to run that right there. When they had Noel in, Noel was really dangerous. I'm not saying this kid is not dangerous doing that, but Noel was kind of their go-to guy, him and number 15, who's out tonight due to injuries for the Arrows. But he would keep that and tuck it and go. So Lavaca doing pretty good, though, here tonight, guys. 3rd and 1 for them. And a little pass over, just right out of the reach. Got a good pop from Mr. Dove, almost late. But
yeah, that was a dangerous deal there. He put a good little pop on. Ball was just thrown ahead of the receiver. It was intended for number 10. That's Jose Rodriguez. And now Lavaca finds themselves already in this situation. Do we push the agenda early and go for a big play and keep the momentum on our side with the 4th and 1 coming up?
It looks like that's what they're going to do here, guys. And ball's on the ground.
No matter what, that's going to be Bearcat ball right here.
Bearcat ball right there.
Excellent job. Excellent
Yes.
stop by the defense early on in this game. And that will, if you score here, that will suck a lot of momentum out of this sideline.
Yes. So bring on your Bearcat offense. Ball's going to be at the 34-yard line of the Golden Arrows. Tatum's going to be your quarterback. Washburn split out to the left, and Mr. Matson split out to the right up here. Goff is your left halfback, Hall is your right halfback, and Elliott's your fullback. And it's going to be a pitch to Hall on the left-hand side. Tracy's got the sideline over to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Bearcats with 10:30 left to go here in the first quarter, and Cats strike first.
That's an excellent play call right there to strike early. I think the hero of that play is probably Jace Washburn out on the outside, number 11, with a good block. It was dangerously close to being a block in the back, but he had him at his side and got him out of there. Hall's able to take it to the house.
Marcos Major to do the PAT. And the kick is up and good. So with 10:30 left to go here in the first quarter, your Booneville Bearcats are up 7-0. We'll take a little break. Be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we are back here at Jimmy Hobbs Memorial Stadium in Lavaca, Arkansas, as your Booneville Bearcats take on the Lavaca Golden Arrows. Trace Hall goes 34 yards for the first touchdown of the game for the Bearcats. That's fielded by number 10, and he's going to be wrapped up about the 25. Looks like Mr. Todd and Warren in there for the Bearcats, and Lentz. Got Cairo and Garrick Barr again.
Yeah, a whole gang of them right there on that tackle, getting the big stop, and that's a good job holding them to the 25-yard line there. 26 is where they're placing it. We had a big stop early last possession, I'm sorry,
right.
and we'll see here. Bearcat defense get a big stop, score again. That's going to be a whole lot of momentum early on.
Here's the snap. The throw over here midfield is just too high. A little slant route looks like.
Yeah, slant route looking for, that's number 2. I don't have him on my roster.
Yeah, I don't have him either.
Got a couple of unnamed kids at the bottom. I'm sure he's.
Well, I got number 7 is Brown. Is that who you have for your roster, Jake? I was told.
Number 7, Miles Brown. Yes.
Okay, I was told.
He's our quarterback.
Someone else would be the quarterback. I was told Winters.
We've got a false start penalty on the right side of the line right there by number 79 of Lavaca. That's Braden Johnson. He's a big kid, 5'10", 350 pounds, and just a little ahead of the snap there, stood up. That's going to be a big benefit for the Bearcats. Backing that up another 5 yards, 2nd and 15 coming up.
Going to have trips over here to the left, one to the right. Brown's going to be your quarterback. High snap, little bubble pass, or screen, excuse me, over here to the left-hand side.
It's Brendan Dove on the stop right there. Couple missed tackles. That's 10. Jose Rodriguez again. He's able to slip through, and he's shaking up on the play.
And if you're Lavaca, you know, that's something you don't need with 4 guys out tonight. You hate to see that, but brings up 3rd down, though, guys.
Looks like he's going to stay on the field. He's just a little ginger on that leg, but that's a 10-yard pickup there, 3rd and 5 coming up.
Trips to the right. Be handoff right up the middle, and good job by the Cats defense.
Who is that, Welling?
Well, that's Big Country. That's Obar.
Big Country. That's Matt Obar on the stop. Plymell there to make the play if he doesn't, and that's a loss of 2.
Yeah.
4th and 7 coming up, and the punt team will come out on the field.
That's going to bring on Trace Hall. Trace only has 2 returns, punt returns on the year, and they've only gone 5 yards. He's let a lot go by. High punt here from the punter. And it's kind of
sideways.
Yeah. Be down at the 40. So the Cats' second possession of the game will be at their own 40-yard line.
I expect Booneville to draw something up, looking to strike quick and early here for the offense. Again, only 1 possession. Was able to go 34 yards last time. We'll see what they draw up here. But you know, coming off of last week's big loss versus Charleston, Booneville's looking to reestablish themselves as dominant on the line. We'll see what they do here. I expect a big game out of this offense.
Tatum's going to be your quarterback. Elliott is your fullback. Goff goes in motion, and it's going to be pitched to Goff on the right-hand side. Got a flag coming in late, pushed out about the 50.
I think that was a block in the back call. I think I seen it. We'll see what he draws up here. Unfortunate, because that was a pretty good little run to start the possession there.
That got you the 1st down right there. Looks like we're going to have Brooks coming in for Matson. Well, they're still discussing it, fellas. Isaac, did you see anything? Holding?
Calling a hold. I saw that, what I thought was going to be a block in the back call. Either way, we're going backwards. Not the start we're looking for, especially after a pretty good little gain right there by Dax on the carry that's going to be negated by that penalty.
Hey, if you ever blocked in the back or sideways or anything by life, you know, First Western Bank, they've been serving our local communities for 110 years. They could probably help you out.
That's right.
And Tatum there on the keeper, and he's going to be maybe back to the line of scrimmage there, guys.
Yeah, I think they're going to give him about a half a yard. That was a good job by the defense there. They blew up the pitch. Wasn't going to be open. Tatum just kind of had to hold on to it, and he's getting hit as soon as he comes around the corner. Going backwards, we're 2nd and 17. A lot of yards left to pick up here.
Got 8:24 left to go here in the first quarter. The Cats are up 7-0 after going 34 yards on the very first play from scrimmage on the first possession. Handoff to Elliott again, and that flag comes in just as soon as Elliott got the ball. What a job by Cody Elliott. Sheds the tackle up over 40.
Go to the house. We'll see
35, 30, 25, and
caught.
Pushed out of balance about the 20.
It's John Gaudens, I believe is how you pronounce that. A carry, but everybody's coming back.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a hold against your Cats.
It was a quick call.
That was very quick.
Flag come out quick.
As soon as Cody got the ball, the flag was out. So
illegal
shift. Okay. So we'll replay 2nd down. Be a 5-yard penalty if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, 5 yards. Let's talk about that run by Cody right there. That's shedding a couple tackles and keeping his feet moving. And I know I've said it probably 1,000 times on here on the live stream, but I love the way that kid works. He just is a hard-nosed kid. Super lucky to have him out there.
We really are.
Coming in after a big injury to our starter Rylan Ray early on in the season.
Dunn Daniels going to be split out to the right. Goff goes in motion. Pitch, Trace Hall on the left-hand side. And he sheds a tackle there. Trace is still on his feet. Got a good block from Washburn over there. Cuts back still on his feet. And good job there by Trace. He gains, what, 10, maybe 15 yards there.
Yeah, I think about 14, 15 yards on the carry, and that's an excellent job by Trace just to, you know, he shed a tackle earlier out there in that, and that gets us in a position where we can have a little success. 3rd and 4.
Goff goes in motion. 7:25 left to go here in the first quarter. Bearcats are on their own 46-yard line. Washburn split out to the left. Daniel out here to the right. Hall goes in motion and be hand off to Goff on the right-hand side.
There he goes.
To the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Bearcats. Dax Goff.
We've seen a lot of that this year. Dax Goff running with a lot of people or with nobody around him. It's a good job by the offensive line right there to block. Create an opening for him to take it to the house. With that, it's going to be 13-0 with the extra point coming up by Marcos.
Excuse me there, folks. PAT up and good. That was almost blocked there, guys.
Yeah, I think that probably could have been blocked. I think they got back there and didn't know what to do with it when they got there. Hey, I had a former Bearcat legend, Kelly Carlin, message me, and he said he's got a Lavaca insider. Number 2 is Andrew Johnson.
Andrew Johnson.
Andrew Johnson, we appreciate you, Kelly. 2008 quarterback for your Booneville Bearcats.
Got a couple more sponsors we want to thank real quick. Our premier sponsors, 5B Properties, B Plus Storage Solutions. See Calvin Bennett for your rental needs. Community National Bank and Brett Cook. Let him and the staff take care of any of the banking needs that you may have. So your Booneville Bearcats go up 14-0 with 7:02 left to go here in the first quarter. Marcos approaches the ball. Here's the kick. Good kick from Marcos. It's fielded by Johnson at the 10-yard line. Cuts back towards the Lavaca sideline, up the middle, and he's making a couple guys miss. Cameron Osborne on the stop again for you Booneville Bearcats.
And again, that's...
I think that's three kickoffs, excuse me. He's been in on the play.
Yeah, he's done an excellent job containing him, keeping him inside the hash marks there. And another excellent field position coming up for your Bearcat defense here, holding them to the 22-yard line.
Brown, your quarterback, and it's caught by Johnson. He's going to have the first down up over the 40. That's where he's going to be stopped at the Arrows' own 42-yard line. That's the first down for the Golden Arrows.
It is, and that was Jace Washburn on the coverage and tried to arm tackle him a little bit there. He's got to get in there and get a hold of him. And, you know, if you can't bring him down, at least get a hold of him until the help arrives, you know.
Yeah.
And he knows that, and be something to look at down the road for him.
2 receivers to either side. Brown's getting some pressure from Plymell and Warren.
Warren, he's made his presence known so far in this game.
He has.
That's 2 or 3 times now he's been in the backfield. He's got a couple tackles, doing an excellent job. And then Plymell in the backfield, and that's per usual for him.
Yeah.
Big kid, runs hard, and he always finds himself in position to make a play.
Same formation here for the Arrows here. Brown's looking a little curl route there by number 24. He catches it, sheds a tackle, and he's going to be held up by number 3, Connor Lentz, Hunter Warren, and Brendan Dove on the stop for the Cats.
Yeah, and that looks like maybe Dunn Daniel in there. First time we called his name.
Yes.
Got a timeout charge to the Bearcat defense here, looking to draw something up to help them get a big stop. Ball placed at midfield, 50-yard line.
With that, folks, we'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we're back here in Lavaca, Arkansas. Your Booneville Bearcats taking on the Lavaca Golden Arrows. Trips to the right. Brown looking a little receiver screen on the right-hand side, and I believe that was Hunter Warren on the stop for the Cats, and Hall, and I believe Jace Washburn was one of the first guys over there too.
Yep, and so that brings up this scenario. Your 4th and 1, 4th and 2 coming up.
It looks like they're going to probably go for it here. Now, we said earlier we didn't find really any stats. I found a couple games from small stats. Lavaca really likes to run it. I mean, they'll throw it, but they led in rushing. So we'll see what they got cooked up here. That little screen's been working for him. And a little curl route. He's got it. And he sheds a tackle. Brooks over there, Hall, and Goff on the stop for the Cats.
Ball comes out, but it rolls out of bounds, and that's going to be a big gainer right there for the Golden Arrows. That's Fisher Martin. He's a senior, 5'10", 195-pound receiver for the Golden Arrows. Going to be 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. Bearcat defense needs to get a big stop right here.
And we got a flag. Nope. Offsides against the Cats. Obar comes into the game for your Booneville Bearcats. You got him and Welling and Plymell, your defensive line. Your linebackers, your middle linebackers is going to be Hunter Warren and Dax Goff. Outside linebackers is going to be Mr. Dunn Daniels. He's down on the line now. And Chase Plymell on the stop there for the Cats.
And I think that's going to kind of be what's going to happen a lot tonight.
Yeah.
We know they like to run the ball, but many teams this year have found that running the ball is not an easy task against our interior of our line. So I assume they're going to go to that spread formation, throw the ball a lot more tonight, and have to abandon that run, especially if we continue to score at will on offense.
Brown's the quarterback. Got some pressure here from the Cats. Hit by Dunn Daniel, but caught by number 3. That is Martin. He's going to be close to the first down there. See where they mark it.
Put that about the 26-yard line, it looks like, inside the 27, 26 and a half, I guess.
So you got 2 receivers to either side. Brown is your quarterback. Looking over here to his left. Got some pressure here from the Cats. Plymell in pursuit. First down for the Arrows, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds by Trace Hall about the 9 or 8 yard line. And, hey, Lavaca's looking pretty good here on this drive.
Yeah, they are. They're exploiting a few weaknesses in our defense. That curl route's been big for them.
Yeah.
A couple big plays to get some momentum back on their side, and right there he's just able to find a lot of real estate in front of him and take it around that right side for a big gain.
The rest of you guys out here on defense, going to have 5 defensive backs for your Cats. And I'll get them here after this play. Brown looking, got some pressure, a little receiver screen, tunnel screen as it's called. And that's number 24, Barron in for the touchdown for the Arrows at 4 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. The rest of the guys out there on defense is number 3, Connor Lentz. Number 1, Brooks Herrera. Trace Hall, number 7. Jace Washburn, number 11. And then Brendan Dove over here at corner. And it's going to be Brown, and he's going to be stopped short. Mr. Brooks right there.
Yeah, that's a great job by Brooks. He wasn't worried about somebody coming at him full speed. He lowered his shoulder and wrapped up and made a good tackle. And if anything positive comes out of that, it's that you were able to hold him to 6.
Yeah. Sorry, we had a cat coming up slow, Jake. I was making sure. But, yeah, you know, we held them to 6 there, as you were saying. Big stop. So, do they go for the onside kick here? They've got the momentum with them right now. They're playing at home, got the crowd behind them. Do you try to gamble for that right now, or do you wait?
I think you probably wait, in my opinion. I mean, I know you haven't slowed us down yet, but they were able to put us in some rough situations last possession. We had the big run by Hall to kind of get us back in it.
Yeah.
I think it's early in the game. You're looking first quarter. You know Booneville's got a potent offense, and you want to hold them back further. Maybe later in the game you take that gamble, but I have a hard time seeing it now, but they may.
Hall's your deep man. You got Daniel and Goff. Daniel's going to get it on the left-hand side at the hash marks. He's just going to head right up the hash mark, sheds the tackle, still moving those legs of his, and that's where he's going to be down. The Cats are going to take over their own 36, maybe 35.
I've made a mistake. I've got to point out our Lavaca insider, Kelly Carlin, messaged me. He was not the quarterback in 2008. It was 2007.
That was 7.
Season.
He graduated
in 2008. So, Kelly, I apologize. I know that hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
Also like to apologize to, I believe, Brock May.
Brock was the quarterback in 08.
Took that away from Brock.
Yeah. Yep. They had that good game down at Malvern that year, though.
Yeah,
that was something. Goff goes in motion. Going to be a handoff. I'm sorry. It'll be pitched to Trace Hall on the left-hand side, and Trace just about did a handstand there.
Yeah, he did. I think that was 6, John Godnan's. Either him or number 9, Michael Barwick. I might have had dyslexia on that play. I couldn't tell which number it was, but either way, that's a pretty good job just diving in at his legs and getting a big stop. And,
right.
You know, that's kind of what they need, and that's what I was talking about. Last time they put us in a few tougher situations here.
Yeah.
Looking to come up with one more of them if you're Lavaca.
2nd and 8, 3:18 left to go, and it's going to be handoff to Cody Elliott. He sheds the tackle. I mean, he got a good pop there, and just beast mode almost.
Yeah, he is. Little Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah.
He just lowers his shoulder and goes. He does an excellent job. Hard-nosed kid, like I said just a few minutes ago, and that's just another example of it.
Got number 76 coming to the game. We don't have a 76, so our Mr. Lavaca insider, if you know who that is.
Yeah, Kelly, we need 76 if you're listening.
I formation here for you, Bearcats. Goff is your halfback. Elliott's your fullback. Be handoff to Dax Goff on the right-hand side. He's got the first down. Just met a whole wall of arrows right there.
Yeah, and I mean, we're on the Lavaca side here, and they're cheering, and that was a good stop.
That was a good stop.
But, I mean, Booneville's going to take that all night if they can get it just 5-6 yards at a time. That's
right.
A good little pace of carry there to go along with the few that we're going to inevitably bust, you know, for long, I believe. So, great job by Dax, lower shoulder, and pick up the necessary yardage.
Washburn split out to the right. Brooks out to the left. Goff goes in motion. Be hand off to Elliott up the middle. He gets maybe a yard, if that, guys. 54 looks like in there on the stop for the Arrows. That's Parker. 53 as well, Noel.
2nd and 9 coming up. That's a great job by the inside of that line, defensive line, just to kind of clog up all the holes there. And Elliott just didn't have anywhere to run right there. It's a good job by Golden Arrow defense.
We're at the 2-minute mark left in the first quarter, guys. It's 2nd and 9. Ball is right on midfield. PT comes up under center. Hall goes in motion. It's going to be hand off to Cody on the left hand, kind of up the middle. He's going to have the first down.
Yes, that's a great run. Great job by Elliott right there to pick up about 9, 10 yards of carry. I get 10-yard carry right there for Elliott.
Cody had a big game last week, had around 110 yards, if I remember right off the top of my head.
Yeah.
And setting the pace here, Jake.
Yeah.
Nizick. And PT on the keeper, late pitch. Ooh. What a side move there by Hall. He's going to have the first down. Johnson on the stop, though.
Well, that pitch did come out late. That was dangerous looking from here, but I didn't even think he pitched it. I didn't see it. It was a great job by Hall to be aware of that.
Right.
And a great job by PT to see that ahead of him. Good little gain right there. It's like about 6 yards, 2nd and 4 coming up, 34-yard line.
1:10 left to go here in the first quarter. Goff goes in motion on the right-hand side. He sheds a tackle, another tackle, and he's at the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Bearcats at the 1-minute mark. Go up 20-6.
Yeah, 26. That's an excellent job by Goff right there. Now, because they were stopped at that extra point, this extra point here becomes valuable, more important than normal.
Yes.
To get that up and put them in a position where they've got to make up some ground.
And PT with the hold, Marcos Major with the PAT, and it is good. Moves the score to 21-6. And I'll tell you what, we'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we're back here at Jimmy Hobbs Memorial Stadium here in Lavaca, Arkansas. Booneville Bearcats taking on the Lavaca Golden Arrows. Juan's doing the kicking. Good kick by Juan. And it's fielded about the 12-yard line by number 80. He's up over to the 20-yard line. Looks like Hunter Warren.
Hunter Warren again.
Connor Lentz, 2 freshmen on the team.
Yeah, Lentz does a good job right there just to kind of push his blocker inside and continue to move his feet, and he actually gets in the way and forces the guy back upfield or back toward the hash, and that's where Hunter Warren's ready to put a little lick on him. And again, they're getting this ball inside the 25-yard line. The special teams has done an excellent job up to this point to give the defense excellent field position. Weren't able to take advantage of that last possession. We'll see if we do here.
You have 2 receivers to either side. Brown's going to be your quarterback. Little curl route again. That's Johnson on the reception, and Brooks on the stop.
A good little 6-yard pass play there, and I think that's going to kind of be their
bread and butter. I guess
yeah, their bread and butter tonight. Just going to little 5-6 yard dump offs up the middle, curl route, slants. They've seen some success up at this point.
Got 24 going in motion, and that's just drop. Number 10, Rodriguez there, able to get a hand on it, but not reel it in.
Yeah, that play was kind of forced a little bit with so many of our Bearcat defenders getting in the backfield. It was rushed, and Rodriguez just not able to look it in. Maybe getting his eyes upfield to where he's planning on running, forgot to see the ball in.
Brown looking, got some pressure from Plymel again. Rolls out to his right, just heaves it. And wow, what a catch by Johnson. And he's going to be down at the 40-yard line in Bearcat territory, and Jason wasn't able to get his head around. Oh, Isaac's saying we got a flag back. What do you think it was, Isaac?
I think that's probably a late hit or something along those lines on the quarterback. Some sort of hit on the quarterback, if I had to guess.
So while they're talking about all that, a couple of the sponsors we want to thank: Shelter Insurance and Agent Gerald Baker, S&W Home Center for all your hardware needs, and the City of Booneville, a good hometown.
Got a roughing the passer call. Yeah, I thought it would be something like that. They're going to decline that penalty, and that's a huge gain. Just kind of heaved up into
it really was.
And that's the ball that our defense, we'll just say it, has got to make a stop on. That ball was thrown high in the air and just unable to make a play on it right there. Got flags.
Got a flag here
being thrown. Got an offsides penalty charge to the Bearcats, and I'm thinking, I'm not saying are we just lining up offsides. It looks like we're just lining up offsides, heads crossing the line, and that's just little mental mistakes that you can't continue to make, and that's kind of been a few of our issues on the defensive side throughout the season. Just too many penalties, and those are easy fixes.
Brown's your quarterback, and he's going to be deflected by Chase Plymel. Well, I know we've talked about it a lot this year. Chase, he's got 17 tackles on the year. Get where I can read it. Yeah, he's got 17 tackles and 5 tackles for losses, 2 sacks. I don't know how many hurries he has. That wasn't on there, but countless hurries.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's a stat that doesn't show up in your stat sheet. That's super important. Being a nuisance to the quarterback, and that's what he's been all year long. We've talked about it before. He's a big kid, but boy, can he move, and that's what makes him super impressive to me. He come in one summer. I'll tell you when it was. It was after the COVID deal.
Yeah.
Where we closed down schools for basically 18 weeks or 12 weeks, something like that. And when we come back the next year, he's just a different looking kid. He's bulkier, he's bigger, and change positions on the defensive side of the ball, and he is just wrecking havoc this year. And
he is.
I've been super impressed, super proud of Chase. And, you know, that's a stat. Those hurries doesn't show up on your stat sheet, but, man, they're just as important.
So, guys, hey, started the second quarter here. 2nd and 5 here for the Lavaca Golden Arrows. Ball is on the Cats' 35-yard line. Trips over here to the right, one to the left. Brown's your quarterback. Little receiver screen. The ball's just dropped. Fans are wanting late hit. I don't know.
Late hit. I think that was a little bit of an acting job.
Yeah.
Good acting job. That's number 3, Fisher Martin, dropped the pass. And, again, I think that's just hearing footsteps and not seeing the ball all the way in. And that's a good break for the Bearcats. Going to bring up a 3rd and 5.
Brown's your quarterback. Barrick's your halfback. Pressure from Plymel. And a little fake there. Got another guy to miss, but Dax Goff's going to wrap him up, but not before a Golden Arrow first down. And they're going to be down at the 25-yard line. And, you know, these last 2 series, Lavaca, Jake and Isaac, they've really got, you know, something going for them.
Yeah, they have, and that's just kind of been some of the issues we've dealt with throughout the years, just getting teams in these third and mid-range situations and not able to get that one big stop that we need. And again, we got a 1st and 10 coming up, 24-yard line.
Barwick's going to get the ball right there, and Chase Plumell on the stop and saying, you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, and Chase, he dove back here at the 50 trying to make a play a while ago, and I believe that was number 79 just kind of flopped on him way after, and officials see it, no call, and Chase, you could see when he come up, he was shaking his head. I think he's ready to make a big play here on him.
I think so. 2 receivers to either side. Brown's your quarterback. A little pass to your halfback. He's going to catch it up over the 20, 15, down to the 10. Dax Goff is going to wrap him up, and Brooks Herrera as well.
I'm sorry, Zach. That's number
good.
9, Michael Barwick on the reception. And that's just another kind of what they've been doing tonight, just a little 3 to 5 yard pass that's found an opening, found a hole to get through, and it's a big gain, 1st and goal.
You know, they've been able to, a couple of times, the Cats have been trying to do arm tackling and get out of that. Brown's getting some pressure here, and looks like he caught that. That's going to be number 3 on the reception, Fisher Martin. So that's going to move the score 21-12 with 10:38 left to go here in the second quarter. And they're going to go for 2. They like to go for 2. Some of the little film I was able to see wasn't really good at doing PATs. So
no, I don't think they ever hardly attempt a PAT. Probably just don't have the weapon for it.
Right. Brown's got some pressure here from Dunn, Daniel, and Hunter Warren, and he catches it. That's going to be number 24 there on the reception for the Golden Arrows.
Yeah, it's Jimmy Barron.
It's
a good job just to extend the play a little bit. He had to cut back out to the outside, run right for the edge of the end zone there, and he's able to make a big play. It's going to get him back to 14, 21-14. Bearcats do have the lead with 10:38 left to go.
You want to – okay.
Again, I'd like to read that tonight's live stream is sponsored by the Scantling Haunted House, located at 208 South College Street in Booneville. They'll have movies playing outside and glow-in-the-dark wristbands with each purchase until supplies run out. Drinks, popcorn, and cotton candy for $1 each. Tickets are $7 for age 12 and under, and $12 for adults. Open Friday, Saturday, and Halloween night from 7 to 10 p.m., as well as Sunday night from 8 to 10 p.m. Come get your fright on and enjoy the night at the Scantling Haunted House. See you there.
Fisher Martin to do the kickoff here for the Golden Arrows. Last time it was just kind of a squib kick, if you would say, fellas. Back deep is going to be Trace Hall, Dunn, Daniel, and Dax Goff. Hall's going to fill it about the 18-yard line. Heads towards the Bearcats sideline. And a little stutter step, make a guy miss. Juke button.
Get around him. He's got a lot, but he's not able to get around him.
I believe that's number 24, the guy that caught the 2-point conversion, Barron.
Yeah, that's Barron. That's a big stop. Best starting field position for the Lavaca Arrow defense here. The ball's going to be placed at about the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for a Booneville offense that needs to try to get a little momentum back. It's another one of these situations where you feel like you have to score and score often to try to give yourself a little lead advantage.
You know, it's kind of, to me, almost has the feel of the Hackett game we did earlier in the year, just with how it's going at the moment.
Right.
As Goff goes in motion, hand off to Cody Elliott right up the middle, and Cody's going to have the first down there for your Bearcats. And I just have a feeling, guys, he's going to have another career night tonight if this keeps going the way it is.
Yeah, I think he will. He's been a big part of the game plan up to this point, and they're going to feed him the ball. He's popping off, for the most part, 5 to 10 yards a carry. Can't complain about that. That's another 10-yard pickup. 1st and 10, 35-yard line.
Matson split out to the left. Washburn to the right. He's going to be hand off to Trace Hall on the left-hand side. And, yeah, that's going to come back 10.
Yeah, holding call.
Yeah.
It was a pretty obvious one, too.
Yeah, it was.
Again, shooting herself in the foot a little bit with the penalties. Not trying to be negative.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not trying to sound negative, but it's just the truth. And
right.
From a guy that's, you know, we've played, we've done it in the stands. You know, I've coached before with it, and it's just something that no matter what side you're on, it's frustrating.
Yeah,
And, you know, the kids know that they've got to quit and they've got to clean that up a little bit, and it's just a hard habit to break, it looks like. And, you know, that'll be, again, another point of emphasis.
Be hand off to Dax Goff on the backhand side. Dax is going to have, let's see, the rest of the field to go, 45-40. Throws up a stiff arm, and going to be wrapped up at the 28-yard line. Big run there by Mr. Dax Goff.
That was, and that's John Goddins on the stop. He's a senior, 170-pound kid for Lavaca, and if he's not there, that's another long touchdown taken to the house by Dax Goff. Excellent job by Goddins there just to keep a little momentum going and give him a little hope.
Goff goes in motion. Pitch over here to Trace Hall on the left-hand side. And throws a stiff arm up. We're going to be pushed out of bounds. Be 2nd and about 3 here for you Bearcats. Hey, let's get those guys on the line a shout-out real quick. Your center is going to be number 75. That's going to be Mr. Lance Sims. Then you're going to have big number 58. That's Big Country. That's Mr. Obar. Matt Obar is your left guard. Your left tackle is Mr. Johnny Barnes, number 50. Number 55, Brett Welling is your right guard. Cameron Osborne is your right tackle, number 70. And they got Mr. Wingfield, number 56, in at tight end at the moment. PT there on the keeper, and he's going to have the first down here for your Bearcats.
Yeah, that's an excellent read right there by PT. Huge hole right there open. They were looking to take that pitch away. And PT, he'll take that all night. If you want to give him 4 or 5 yards a pop, he'll take it. And that's a play that he had a lot of success on last week. And again tonight, that's a great job by Tatum.
9:15 left to go here in the second quarter, guys. It's 1st and 10 for the Cats. The ball's on the 18-yard line. Be hand off to Cody Elliott just right up the middle. Cody's spinning and moving and turning them legs, and he's going to have the first down, looks like, guys.
Yeah, and again, that's 10 yards a pop. We'll take it all day. Excellent job by Elliott. 1st and goal coming up. We're going to be placed just inside the 10, about the 8.5-yard line here.
Brooks is split out to the left, Washburn to the right. Well, flip that, but there's a carry there by Mr. Cody Elliott. Brooks was on the right and Washburn on the left. Looks like Mr. Clayton Wingfield, number 56, is going to come into the game for your Bearcats. Going to be in at tight end for your Cats. Kind of reminds me of what they did with Noah Reyes a couple years ago on the state title team in 18. Moved him to the offensive side of the ball to play tight end some. We hand off to Dax Goff up the middle. 8:25 left to go here in the first half. The Cats are up 27-14.
Another great possession there for the offense. Just able to go right down the throat of this Lavaca defense and do what we do. Move down there, score another one. 27 with extra point pending here to go, and that's an excellent start to this game. 4 possessions, 4 touchdowns.
Snap, kick is up, and it is good. Marcos Major So 28-14, your Booneville Bearcats over the Lavaca Golden Arrows. We'll take a little break. Be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we're back here in Lavaca, Arkansas. Your Booneville Bearcats taking on the Lavaca Golden Arrows. Jimmy Hobbs State Memorial Stadium here. Bearcats are up 28-14 over Lavaca. Little onside kick.
Pick it.
And the Cats are going to take over. I got nervous. I thought we touched it just a little premature, but I don't guess we did.
We're bringing out our defense here. Where did we kick that off from?
From the 40. That's
From
10 yards. What? All right, Isaac.
Didn't quite get the 10. I
Did
guess
it?
we picked it up at the 7. I
So
don't know. I got confused with where
We may have touched, I guess, premature.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It may have hopped up and got us.
Two receivers to either side. Warwick's your halfback. Brown is your quarterback. Barwick, not Warwick. Sorry. Brown's looking, got some pressure from the backside from Daniel. He's just going to heave a pass, and it's caught by Johnson. Going to be pushed out about the 5-yard line, and guys, they're at first and goal territory in the red zone, and right now their offense is cooking with some donut grease.
Yeah, just another big gain right there through the air for Lavaca. Ball's going to be placed at the 5-yard line. This does have a lot of that Hackett feel to it, doesn't it?
It does. It really does. Brown's your quarterback. He's going to roll to his right. And was that intercepted?
I believe
I think he got that. That was Dax Goff.
They don't have a – I don't think
He
the
scooped
officials
that.
know.
Yeah. They need a touchdown.
I'm not sure how Lavaca
So Cats ball is going to be a touchback.
fans here yelling for a touchdown. I think this guy below us may be confused on which team's which, because a while ago he was screaming for them to call the false start penalty, and it was Lavaca that was on offense. So I think he's turned around. But hey, we're going to take it.
We'll take it.
We will take it. 1st and 10. It's an excellent job by Dax just to find himself in position to get a big pickup. Zach's looking at the instant replay here, and he's nodding like it was caught. So it's a great job by Dax.
Hand off to Trace Hall. A little counter action here for you Bearcats. But I believe that's number 53 on the stop saying, I'm going to stop you right there. That's Mr. Jacob Knoll.
Yeah, and that's Hall a little slow to get up there.
You hate to see that if you're the Cats. It's going to
He waved off Lentz coming in, told him get out of here. I'm all right. But either way, when you come up limping like that, you got to come off for at least a play. So he's going to jog to the sideline there. Lentz will come in and take his spot for one possession, with Washburn coming in the game as well.
Looks like, I believe that's Mr. Dunn Daniel over there on the right-hand side at receiver. Washburn at the left receiver. And Lentz is going to go in motion for you Bearcats. Hand off to Elliott up the middle. It's going to bring up a 3rd down here, guys. 3rd and 3, it looks like. Short 2, probably.
Yeah, that's another 8-yard pop, 7-yard, where they're going to spot him for Elliott.
You know, Jake and Isaac, this is a big play right here for the Cats offense.
Yeah, it is. You got to, you get that big stop in the end zone to get the ball back. You want to get that momentum and keep it alive.
Lentz goes in motion. Hand off to Elliott right up the middle. Cody heads just right up the middle. Back steps a little. What a move by Cody. Still on his feet to the 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Bearcats, Cody Elliott.
Elliott had the moves on that
Man,
one.
he
He
did,
broke
didn't
several
he?
tackles, little dance, little jive, and he's able to find his way into the end zone.
Wow, boy, he's getting down tonight, isn't he? That was what? I was like a 70. Where was he at? 73-yard run, I believe.
Yeah, that was awesome, man. See him bust through that line. We're sitting here talking, hopefully he gets to 3 yards we need, and he gets 70 more, takes it to the house.
And PAT is good, so it's going to be 35-14 with 6:59 left to go here in the first half. Let me get the rest of the sponsors for the BoonevilleBearcats.com and the app. Got Patriot Underground and Taylor Niedert. First Booneville, home of First Booneville students and First Booneville kids. Booneville Family Dental and Stacy Hobart Photo Art. Her and Mr. Bill do an awesome job taking pictures of these games. I try to share them on our Facebook page, but to catch it in action, man, that's awesome. And
they do, and they work hard, man. Not just at football games,
right?
But they're doing basketball,
volleyball.
Mm-hmm. They're out at the baseball, softball field some. You see them, taking senior
tennis pictures
senior
too.
Photos, tennis. Yeah, she came out to the golf course for the district tournament. Stacy and her husband there, they do an excellent job. We're proud to have them here in Booneville.
Here's the kick by one of our foreign exchange students from Spain, and Johnson's going to take it. And I think he was, maybe deciding what he's going to do, but Mr. Dylan Todd and Garrick Barr in there. Trevor Cairo, Hunter Warren on the stop. The two guys, Dylan Todd and Garrick Barr, finally wrapped him up.
And they're going to start that drive from the 21-yard line. Another good job by the kickoff team there to hold them to a minimal gain on the catch there. It's going to be 35-14, and Lavaca showed last possession that they can hit that deep ball as well as these little short ones. So
you're going to make the Cats defense do some adjustment here. That's what they're going to have to. And, whoa, that was almost caught by number 24 for the Arrows. That's Barron.
That ball was thrown on a line. It was just a little behind him. He got his hands out on it, had to readjust his body, and not able to come down with it. But athletic looking just to give himself the opportunity there. It's a good break for the Bearcats there. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. We're still at the 21.
6:45 left to go here in the second. Brown is your quarterback. He's going to roll to his right. Got some pressure, and it's caught by Johnson, and he's going to step out of bounds at the 45, looks like. 43.
Fans aren't happy, but he stepped out about 3 times.
Yeah.
We're a little higher and a little less biased.
Right.
So we're able to see that. He did step out of bounds 2, maybe 3 times there, but that's not taken away from the
it was an awesome catch.
Excellent catch, excellent throw. Number 7, Miles Brown, he showed that just because he's the backup, he can still come in and throw a good ball. And as I say that, he throws one into the dirt. So that was intended for Fisher Martin there.
He rushed that one just a little there, guys.
He rushed. He saw his man open. He's getting a lot of adrenaline going, I'm sure, after making that big play. And a big play in the last possession there. So that's a good break right there. We'll take it. Bring up a 2nd and 10.
Ball's on the 43-yard line of the Cats. And it's going to be handed off to Barrick. And he's just going to be wrapped up by Mr. Brett Welling and Dax Goff. I don't know. I'm going to be quiet on that.
We're vocal over here.
Yeah.
It's going to be a loss of 2 yards. Going to bring up 3rd and long.
That's
12 yards to go here, and this has been the thing. This has been where we have struggled throughout the year, getting the big stop on 3rd down.
Yeah.
Got a 3rd and 12, 3rd and long situation here coming up with 6 minutes left to go. And Lavaca is going to take a timeout with 6:04 left in the half.
I'll tell you what, we'll take one with them. We'll be right back. You watch Bearcat football. And we're back here at Jimmy Hobbs Memorial Stadium here in Lavaca, Arkansas. Got some pressure here from the Cats. Dunn Daniel applying it. And incomplete. That was intended to Johnson. And Dunn's got back there in the field several times tonight, him and Plymel.
Yeah, there's been a lot of quarterback hurries tonight. Defense has done an excellent job in that aspect of the game of getting in that backfield. And right there, Dunn being in position to make a big play there forces him to rush that throw. Throws it to nobody, and ball falls to the ground. Going to bring up a 4th and 12 position. Yeah. It looks like they may roll the dice here and go for it. They understand what's going on around them with the
35-14
Bearcat
score,
offense. Yeah.
Brown's your quarterback. He's got some pressure, and he's just going to take off up the middle. He's going to have to tuck it and run now. And he's going to have the first down. Yep, and he slides. Oh, I'm not sure about that. It's kind of a late flag, in my opinion.
Yeah, and Bearcats are pleading their case there. White hat comes over and says, get out of here.
Yeah.
Pushes them off. And I'm assuming that's just hitting the quarterback when he ended his slide.
Yeah. We had 10-yard penalty, I believe.
Yeah, once the quarterback slides and goes to the ground, feet first there, the play is ruled dead. At not just high school level, that's an every level play. And,
oh, yeah.
Bearcat defense makes contact with them, something you cannot do.
No.
And that is a awful break there with a 4th and 12 coming up when you've got the opportunity to get the ball near midfield.
Yeah.
And then instead, now we're looking at 1st and 10 from the 14
inside
for this
the
Golden
red
Arrow
zone.
offense.
Hey, last time defense come up big. Dax Goff got a good interception, and Browns is going to tuck it and keep it again, and he's going to be met by Mr. Brendan Dove. I don't know what that is. I mean,
I'm not sure how you.
Well, just because your helmet comes off doesn't mean you. Oh, okay. He took his helmet off. I got you. Well, that might, I guess, warrant a.
We got. I don't think there was anything malicious under that, despite what everybody around us is yelling.
Yeah.
Tells me that we may need to have a chin strap on a little bit tighter.
Yeah.
If you're able to just pop it off like that easy. But either way, that's just another penalty. And face mask penalty there. And
wow.
I don't know about it. Either way, that's going to move it up inside the 10. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Yeah.
Defense has got to come up with another big stop here.
So they can still get a first down and not be in the end zone. And Brown's got some pressure. I don't know how that's not a holding call. And Mr. Chase Plymel's all in all. You ain't going nowhere this time.
Great job by Plymel. Officials were able to miss that hold as he looked around him. And it's going to be a good job, though. Loss of yardage, 2nd and 10 coming up. And fans are getting a little chippy on both sides here. And I understand it. Both are a little upset with some of the previous calls. And
Lavaca, this and the Cats too determine your playoff seeding. They're sitting at the 4th seed now, but they could get 2 seed. A couple things go their way, and good job there by Mr. Dax Goff and Jace Washburn on the stop. So this is a big game for the Arrows and the Cats, trying to redeem themselves from last week against the game against the Tigers of Charleston, who was up 14-0 over the West Fork Tigers a while ago.
And they have somehow, we had 1st and goal, and then we didn't, so I'm not sure. But now we're back to 1st and goal.
Well, alrighty then. Yeah, I don't know either. Brown, little out route. That's number 24. That's going to be Barron for the Arrows. So it's going to make it 35-20, pending the 2-point conversion here for the Golden Arrows. Speaking of Barron, I want to give a shout out to my former neighbor, Mr. Barron Smith, Luke Smith, all the way in Shallowwater, Texas. I'm not sure if you guys are watching or not, but give a shout out to you guys and your parents. Oh, they're going for a PAT. I was wrong. Doggone it, guys. I said they're going for 2.
Yeah, they're going to give it a go here. We'll find out if there's a reason we don't kick them very often.
Yeah. Number 80 is going to be doing the PAT. That's Eli Smithson. Number 3, Martin is going to be doing the holding for the Arrows.
Just a little short, straight-on kicker here.
Yeah. The snap, and Lance Sims almost blocked it, but it is good. And Hey, yeah. 4:29 left to go here in the first half. Cats are up 35-21. And like we said earlier, this has kind of got the Hackett feel to it. We've done good stopping them, get them in 3rd and long, 4th and long, and then Brown decides to roll, get some pressure roll, and he finds Johnson here and there and just making the Cats defense pay for it.
Yeah, I bet we've had, 4 or 5 times tonight where we've had 3rd and 5, 3rd and 8 or worse, and then the 1 4th down play on that possession, and just not able to get that big stop. And Lavaca has shown that they're not afraid to go for it. I mean,
no.
4th down, they go for it early on.
Yep.
Their first possession from like the 30-yard line, 20, 30-yard line. They're not afraid to go for it. Looks like a lot of 4-down territory tonight for the Lavaca offense. And
they're 2 and 3 on the night for 66% on that's just 4th down. So, yeah, Coach is showing he don't mind rolling the dice and going for it.
No, he doesn't. And the only thing you can do if you're this Bearcat team, if they're going to score, you got to score with them. And
yep.
We've got a little under 4:30 here to go. Look for the Bearcats to try to tack on one more.
And it's going to be fielded by Mr. Hunter Warren. He's just going to get on it. Good move, smart move right there by Hunter.
Yeah, that's a good job, and that shows the sports savviness, I guess you could say, of a young kid coming in to, he's in a position where he's playing with kids he hadn't played with before. He's the young guy on the team, and he's got an opportunity to pick that ball up and go, and instead he understands the situation. He falls on it, gives the Bearcats good field position here, looking to strike before the half.
Brooks Ferreira split out to the right, Watchman to the left. Goff goes in motion, and be late pitch, and I think PT jumped on it. I don't think Dax was quite ready for that.
No,
the
pitch was laid.
Yeah.
It come out hot, and just play was not as it was designed to go. So clock's going to continue to tick as the Bearcats do lose a yard on offense. They're going to bring up a 2nd and 11 with 4 minutes, ticking under 4 minutes left to go.
Hall goes in motion for you, Cats. Going to be handed off to Cody Elliott, and he's able to get out of 2 tackles there and get up over to the 39-yard line for the Cats.
Yep, that's number 80, Eli Smithson. He's your extra point kicker from a bit ago, able to bring him down, but not before there's a gain of about 8 yards right there.
Right. It's going to be 3rd and 3 with 3:35 left to go here in the 2nd quarter. Hall goes in motion, and it's going to be a handoff to Cody Elliott right up the middle. Cody sheds a tackle, still on his feet, up over to the 45 of the Golden Arrows, and he's going to be stopped at the 44.
Yeah, and I'd say right now my player of the game, I know Dax has had a lot of big runs tonight. He scored a couple touchdowns. Yeah. But right now I'm giving my player of the game to Elliott right there. That kid has just broken so many tackles and picked up so many yards after contact. And he extends this drive with that carry, 1st and 10, 3:15 left to go in the half.
Everybody in tight for the Cats. PT's your quarterback. Goff goes in motion. He's going to get the pitch. And it's probably going to be offside or false start.
False start penalty, it looks like. Yep, and that's what it is, false start. And that's a drive killer right there to back you up 5, but we do still have the first down at 1st and 15. Ball's going to be placed at the 49-yard line now with 3 minutes left to go. Booneville looking to add one more to get to that 42.
And I think we still have 2 of our timeouts left, if I'm not.
Yes, we do.
Okay. Everybody in tight again. Same formation here for the Cats. Hall and Goff, your halfbacks. Goff goes in motion. And a little miscommunication there by the Cats. Dax Goff, a couple yards there. Big 3rd down play here for the Cats. 2:40 left to go here in the first half. Dunn Daniel splits out to the right.
Second down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Here
second down.
Loss.
Sorry.
But yeah, you're right. Big play coming up.
And we're going to get a little help there, guys.
We'll take those yards right back. And that is a big benefit to the Bearcats. It moves that ball inside the sticks right there, or right at the stick. 2nd and 10 coming up now. 2nd and 9.
That's going to bring on Mr. Clayton Wingfield for your tight end for the Bearcats. I do have a quick shout-out. Amy, Bryan, Bryson, Haley, Bodie, and Lacey Simpson, they are watching the Cats, and they say, "Go, Cats, go." And I should say Miss Haley Black, not Haley Simpson. I know her and Trey's married. And going to have a pass attempt here, and that's
got him.
Oh! just out of the reach of Mr. Jace Washburn, or he's walking in the end zone there, guys.
Yeah, he's wide open, nobody around. That was a great, excellent play call. Catches the Golden Arrows secondary off guard, just unable to hook up with number 11, Jace Washburn there. He's your sophomore starter there for the Bearcats at the receiver position. And the crowd is fired up over here at Press Box Booming. We've got a 3rd and 9 coming up, and this is a big play for both sides right here.
2:11 left to go here in the first half. Goff goes in motion. Wingfield is your tight end on the right. Going to take a timeout, Isaac says, and that's what they're going to do. And we'll take one with them. Booneville Bearcats are up 35-21 over the Lavaca Golden Arrows. We'll be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we're back here. What do you think so far, Isaac? Nothing? Come on.
No.
I know you're shaking your head, but
No, I mean, it's pretty close to what Hackett's been when we played them. And it may continue to be that way. It's just hard to get that extra 7 points to put in the mercy rule.
yeah.
Yeah, we're looking. We need just one big stop, and right here, this would be a good opportunity to get it, especially with the Bearcats getting the ball back to start the
second half.
half.
Yeah. Pitch to Dax Goff on the right-hand
A lot
side.
of room, guys.
He's going to have a first down here up over to the 25-yard line of the Golden Arrows.
Tell you, that was an excellent job by number 80, though. That's Smithson, I believe.
Yeah.
Eli Smithson. To drag Dax down, that's been something that not a lot of teams have been able to accomplish this year, and he does a good job of just grabbing hold and
Well, I was going to say they
hanging
did
on
it
tight.
earlier. Dax went to do a stiff arm. And we're going to have pretty much the same play over here to Trace Hall on the left-hand side. And
Oh, don't do that.
and Mr. Knoll says, nope, you're not going nowhere.
That's a big loss right there, and that's unfortunate. Going to back us up. I don't know. What are we backing up? 4 or 5 yards
yeah,
there. Loss of 4. It
Second
looks like.
14. Ball's on the 27-yard line of the Arrows. Washburn split out to the left. And Daniel out to the right. Goff goes in motion. Hand off to Cody Elliott right up the middle. And just slips, or he'd have had another first down there for the Cats.
Yeah, put his foot down on that turf, and it just kind of slides out from under him. But, again, great job. Gain of about 9. That's kind of been what he's done this week.
They do have a score. Glen Rose is up 21-15 over Center Point. That's a battle for the conference crown in 3A4. Cody Elliott's going to be close to a first down if he doesn't have it already, honestly.
He's right on it, and the clock's going to continue to tick. We're at 48.
It looks like, Isaac pointed out, got an arrow slow to get up. So I'll tell you what, we'll take a little timeout while they tend to him, and you're watching Bearcat football. And we're back here at Jimmy Hobbs Memorial Stadium. Just joining us, we do have an injury to a Lavaca player. Well, it looks like he's getting up now. Good to see that. He came in kind of late, Isaac was saying, and hopped over Cody as he was going down, and probably just landed kind of wrong. But he's able to get up. That's number 3 for him. That's going to be a big blow for him, guys. That's Fisher Martin.
Yeah, he's been in on multiple plays on the offensive side of the ball tonight. He appears to be a pretty good athlete there. I think he was the one that had one of the long passes or catches there earlier in the game. He's coming off, but he's being carried off the field. He can't put any pressure on that.
So you hate to see that
ankle or leg or whatever it is.
Kind of already to deplete the roster. I've already got four guys out, 4 starters out due to injuries. You hate to see that another guy go out for the Lavaca Golden Arrows. They started the season 5-0. They hadn't been to the playoffs since 2014, and they're on the way to making the playoffs, but get off to a good hot start and then just ravished with injuries lately. And handoff like we was talking about, guys. Cody Elliott right up the middle, 13 yards out. It's going to make it 41-21 with 40 seconds left to go here in the first half.
And that's big. That
yes.
Gets you a little momentum, hopefully going in the half. They will have 40 seconds left to try to make something happen. I would expect just a little squib kick up the middle to probably force them to run a few seconds off the clock.
And missed it. Got a flag.
Was blocked. The kick was blocked. The flag
from the side. Isaac's thinking it's offsides. Yeah. Hey, I do have a shout-out real quick. Caden and Bubba Wickton would like to give a shout-out to the Cats. They say, go, Cats, go. Watching all the way from northeastern Pennsylvania. And I want to give a shout-out to Mr. Brandon Carter. And got an offside penalty there against the Cats.
And that'll bring your offense on more than likely.
Against the Arrows. And going to go for 2 here. Hey, might as well, with that.
Yeah, you got a yard and a half to go now, so, I mean, you got to feel confident every possession you can get a yard if you're a good team, and Bearcats will do that, and I'm willing to bet I know who we go to here. Mm-hmm. Cody and Elliott, that's my call.
You might as well, and looks like we're going to do a blast pretty much probably to Trace Hall on the left-hand side.
Yep, that's what they chose, and
he's going to be
able
in for
to
2.
Sneak in.
43-21, 40.9 seconds left to go here in the first half. And like I was saying, give a shout-out to Mr. Brandon Carter, Shane Davis, Cliff Nelms, and Jay Sheridan. They all came over, had some issues on the line today at work. Give a shout-out to the rest of my operators and the line. It's kind of a pain today, so give a shout-out to them. Brandon said I owed him a shout-out for getting it to work, so do appreciate that, Brandon. And then Shane, I'll be expecting my bill in the mail anytime. Or, you can give us lunch, all 3 of us up here. Right, fellas?
Yeah. I don't know you, but buy me lunch.
So it looks like Marcos is going to be doing the kicking. Hey, give a shout-out to Marcos' parents. They always watch all the way back in Spain, get up early in the morning to watch, probably 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, watch their son play over here. Pretty cool opportunity for him and Juan to come over here to America and play. And it's going to be fielded about the 23-yard line. Mr. Connor Lentz, the first guy back there, but young man returning, able to get out of the tackle, and I believe that was Lofton, Clayton Lofton on the stop for the Cats.
Yeah, it was, and as long as it took to bring him down, it's not necessarily a bad thing here. It does able to tick 5 more seconds off that clock to get us to 35, and if we're able to get a big stop here, the Bearcat offense will get the ball to start the half with the opportunity to go up even more and inches closer to that mercy rule that we're looking to get to.
I think the Arrows, they have at least 2 timeouts, if not 1. Ball's on the ground, and Brown was able to get back on top of it. Mr. Johnny Barnes there in the area.
Clock is going to continue to tick now, and if I'm Lavaca, I probably just go to the half here with it. You're able to run it out, and you don't want to make any sort of mistake here to give Bearcats extra points on the board.
It looks like that's what they're going to do here, guys. And Bearcats will get the ball to start the second half, and be a very crucial play for them. Series go up and kind of hopefully put this game out of reach.
Yep, and you couldn't ask for a better start for this offense on the offensive side of the ball. They've just ran it down their throat. They've made men miss their tackles. They've broken some long ones. They beat them up on the inside, on the outside, and 43 points on the board. It's a big number early on for only half this game being through. But on the defensive side of the ball, we've got some things to clean up. And, Coach Kimes, our defensive coordinator, he's an excellent coach, by the way. I'll point that out. He's an excellent coach. The kids love him. He is able to get the best out of them always, and I get to work with him in baseball. And man, I'll tell you, I don't know if there's a better coach in the area. I'm real proud of Aaron Kimes there. He does an excellent job. He'll get in there and he'll chew on him a little bit. I've seen him do a little bit of that too, and he's able to do that, and hopefully we get some things cleaned up here leading into the second half.
So with that, guys, hey, we'll take a little break, be right back, and we'll let you enjoy your halftime show. You're watching Bearcat football.
Thank you. And as always, go ahead! Booneville High School's proud to present the 2022 Booneville Bearcat Marching Band. Tonight the band will be performing their contest show of Steel and Stone. Movement 1, In the Stone. Movement 2, The Gauntlet. And Movement 3, Authors Fanfare, Promise Me. Drum major Ian Shackford, is your band ready? You may take the field for halftime entertainment.
We're back here at Jimmy Hobbs Memorial Stadium here in Lavaca, Arkansas. Booneville Bearcats taking on the Lavaca Golden Arrows. The Cats are up right now 43-21. Got some halftime stats for you folks, though. Let me see here. All right, Isaac, go ahead. Well, let me put this up.
So Lavaca right now has got 256 yards total offense. Most of that's through passing.
Yeah.
It's 221 yards. Their third down efficiency isn't very good.
But their fourth down efficiency.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where it comes into play. But they're 2 for 7 on third down, and they only have 3 penalties for 11 yards.
Yeah.
So Booneville, on the other hand, has got 8 for 60 yards, so not too good. Our third down efficiency is a lot better at 6 for 6.
It's pretty good.
Rush yards, which is also our total offense, is 404 yards.
Yeah, that's not bad. We've got, what, 1 pass attempt?
1.
So I would like to see maybe another throw, you know. Every once in a while you got that back so open back there, you know, and he almost had Washburn a while ago.
And you feel like you almost have to.
Exactly.
You have to be able to throw it just a little bit,
Yeah.
even in years where, you know, we have never thrown the ball at Booneville.
Yeah.
But we've always been able to catch people off guard with 1 or 2 here and there
Right.
for a big strike. You know, we used to run that power pass play.
Yep.
That
Yeah.
was big. You know, you got to have something just to show and keep people aware that you are able to do it.
Yeah. And if I get my phone to load. Well, it's being slow. A couple of those scores we saw at halftime, Isaac. Lavaca, or not Lavaca, we're playing Lavaca.
Lavaca is currently losing 21-43 to Booneville.
Gotcha, thank you.
Charleston's up 35 points
Yeah.
over West Fork. Let's see. What was it? Center Point's losing 15-21 to Glen Rose.
And that's a battle right now for the conference championship in Conference 3A4. Right now, Bismarck is sitting in the 3rd place for that conference.
Then you got Melbourne over Quitman 53-27, and that's at half.
Well, my phone's being slow. I was going
You
to.
got Camden Harmony Grove, Lake Village, it's 29-21. Camden
Wow.
Harmony Grove.
See, that kind of surprises me just a little.
Rising 6 and Barton 0.
See, Rising's undefeated. That's in the 2nd quarter. Rising's undefeated on the year. Them, Barton, Lake Village, and Camden Harmony Grove are all in the same conference. So, got some tight scores right there in that conference. Your individual stats, we'll start with the Arrows. Brown, he's 16 of 26 for passing 221 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a nice interception by Mr. Dax Goff, I must add. He's also their leading rusher with 43 yards on 8 carries. Number 2, Johnson, he's their leading receiver, 6 receptions, 141 yards. And Fisher Martin, 3 for 30 yards on receptions. Smithson, number 80, he's got 4 tackles, as well as number 56, Peyton Giles. Noel and Martin and Barron are your other guys coming in for the Arrows. Noel's got 3.5. Martin and Barron has got 2.5. For your Cats, Cody Elliott, 12 carries, 169 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Dex Goff, 9 carries, 166 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Trace Hall's got 8 carries for 66 yards. And Dex has got 3 touchdowns. Dex is also your leading tackler, 5 tackles. Jace Washburn and Chase Palmel, 3 tackles each. And then Trace Hall and Brendan Doves got 2.5, followed by Cameron Osborne and Brooks Herrera with 2 each. Start the second half. They've been doing a little squib kick, and that's what they do. And that's the right word. Ooh. Warren come up with that. You had the 2 freshmen that are trying to, I guess you can say, make a play, save it.
And again, you know,
Yeah.
following the ball, take what we can get there. We'll always take the ball being placed at the 35-yard line
Right.
to start a half or to start a drive. And you know, Booneville comes up big at the end of the first half, able to put 1 more on the board, get that 2-point conversion to get it to 43. Looking to strike early here, get it to 50, and inches just right off that mark of.
Counterplay here with Trace Hall right up the middle and makes a guy, maybe just throws him off, honestly. And he gets up over midfield down to about the 46-yard line.
I'd take this time to remind you that tonight's live stream is sponsored by the Scantling Haunted House, located at 208 South College Street in Booneville. They'll have movies playing outside and glow-in-the-dark wristbands with each purchase while supplies last. Tickets, $7 for kids, $12 for adults, 7 to 10 Friday, Saturday, and Halloween night, and 8 to 10 on Sunday.
Yeah.
Drinks, popcorn, cotton candy, $1 each. Come get your fright and enjoy the night at the Scantling Haunted House.
That was a T formation here for the Cats. Hand off to Dax Goff. Same formation here for the Cats. Daniel and Wingfield are your tight ends, and then same exact play right up the middle with Dax Goff. He's going to have the first down for the Cats. So, yeah, hey, y'all stop by the Scantlings. They always do a good job with their haunted houses, setting it up and anything. I've never personally been to one, but, I mean, they've always got, so much set up. So
yeah, and a line out the door,
yes,
too. Every year it's going out to my mom's house. A lot of times I'll drive by it just to look at all of it, show my daughter, Aria. Aria, I know you're listening. Go Cats.
You got Hall going in motion here for the Bearcats. Hand off to Cody Elliott. And good little lick there by number 9. That's going to be Barrick.
Yeah, it's Michael Barwick. We mentioned his name a little bit early on in the game. It's been a bit since his name's popped back up, but that was a good little pop. But again, 6 yards, we'll take it. Ball moving forward into Lavaca territory, placed at the 31-yard line, 2nd and 4.
Looks like Mr. Jace Washburn's coming into the game at quarterback now for your Bearcats. Goff goes in motion, and it's going to be a keeper by Jace. He pulls it, and he's going to have the first down there.
It's a great job by Jace coming in for the single play there while Tatum gets situated. I think it was an equipment deal.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Jogging off, and great job by Jace to tuck it. They have confidence in him, clearly.
Yeah.
Calling his number, coming off the bench, a little cold there. So great job, 1st and 10.
Daniel split out to the left. Hall goes in motion here for the Cats at halfback position. Good little block there by Goff. And Hall's going to be pushed down about the – gets maybe a yard there. So we pushed out about the 24.
Yeah, Lavaca's done a good job of just forcing him to the sideline and staying there with him. He's tried to cut back a couple times. That turned into loss of yard on a couple of plays there, and they've done an excellent job containing Trace. Looks like that might have been one of their points of emphasis going into this game.
Right. If he gets to that corner, there's not just a whole lot of guys, that can really catch him. I know there's, will be 2, 3 guys that can catch him. But
right, and you've seen it with that first touchdown of the game.
Right. And pitch to Dax Goff on the right-hand side. And Dax is still on his feet. You got number 20 in there for the Arrows on the stop. That's Spencer Giles. He's one of your leading tacklers at halftime.
Sorry, that was 24 Jimmy Barron that had a hold of his legs, keeping him from going anywhere. But that was a gain of about 4, maybe 4 yards. Going to bring up 3rd and mid-range here in 4-down territory.
Give a shout-out to Matt Farley. He says, go Cats. Let's get the O-line, or let's go O-line. Starts with you. Be hand off to Cody Elliott, and he just lowers his shoulder. And he's going to be close to the first down. That was 53 on the stop for the Arrows. Let's see, that's Noel.
Looks like they're going to place him about a yard and a half short here, but of course, being so deep, it's at the 17-yard line in the Lavaca territory. This is 4 down, a 4-down situation. Crowd's getting loud over here for Lavaca, Booneville looking to put them away.
8:45 left to go here in the third quarter, 4th and 2. Goff goes in motion, and that's going to be handoff to him on the right-hand side.
Turn it up. You got to turn it up.
And, guys, that's a big stop by the Golden Arrow defense right there.
That was big, and I think Dax, if he just lowers his shoulder and turns it upfield, he's probably got the yards necessary.
Yeah, I think so.
He tried to going for the home run play, the big play, bounce it out, and that's just one of them things that, you got to read the situation and understand, lower your shoulder, get that necessary yard, and you get that big play later on in the game.
Yeah.
But credit to Lavaca's defense. They came in big stop right there, able to get a little momentum going and keep that Bearcat offense off the field.
So they're going to take over on their own 17-yard line. You got trips over here to the left. Got some good news. Looks like Fisher Martin for the Arrows is back out there on offense.
Good.
Brown is rolling out. He's got some pressure from Plymell. Cuts back inside, and then he's going to be met by Cameron Osborne and the rest of the defensive line.
Great job right there in pursuit. Multiple guys in the backfield.
Yeah, you got.
It's led by Plymell, We've got
Welling.
in the backfield.
And
Osborne makes
yep.
the play. Just great job, team effort right there to back that thing 5 yards. Second and 15 from the 12-yard line.
Lance Sims is going to come into the game for Cameron Osborne. So you 3 guys down on the line. Chase Palmel's your left defensive tackle. Your nose guard is going to be Mr. Brett Welling, 55, number 75. That's Lance Sims. He's your right defensive tackle. Brown's your quarterback. Looking over here to his right, got a flag coming in. And incomplete. Good coverage there by Mr. Brooks Herrera to kind of hit Johnson there to jar the ball loose.
Yeah, Johnson's on the ground looking for a flag, but there's just nothing there for that. There was a flag down, however.
We got he's pointing towards our line, or our side, excuse me. I don't know. It was over there by the hash, this hash.
Get everybody together here.
Yeah, 18. Oh, is that what you was asking? What yard line? Oh, okay, gotcha.
Holding charge to the Bearcat defense.
Holding? Really?
That's not a call you see often.
No. Kind of want to go back and watch that.
Doc Crowley, he is out on the field about the 20-yard line there. Hands out wondering what in the world happened. And now he's got a sideline warning.
He's wanting to know. Yeah. He's not even going to go talk to him, is he?
No, and White Hat, he come through a while ago, and he barked at a couple of kids. And for Booneville, he barked at a couple of kids from Lavaca.
Man.
He means business. He's out there to make his call, and he ain't got time for talking. So it's going to bring it 5 yards up, 2nd and 5.
We're going to have trips over here to the left, or to the right, excuse me. And they got some pressure from the Cats. Hunter Warren falls out. Lance Sims falls on it, and that's,
they're calling it
that's hogwash right there. That is hogwash.
They're calling that an incomplete pass. That kind of
He knocked it out of his hand. Hunter knocked that right out of his hands.
And again, the officials, this has been I'm not sitting here to complain, but it feels like this has been a poorly, I don't want to say poorly officiated, but nobody's on the same page ever. It's about the 4th or 5th time.
As they talk about this, I backed it up. I think it got knocked out.
What, is it backed up here?
Underhanded. Yeah, I was saying it was underhanded. Should be this one right here, Jake. Mr. Brandon Scott, he wasn't able to make it to the game, but he says, "Go Cats, go." I also want to give a shout out to Uncle Bob.
Now, here's my question. If he underhands that and we are calling that a pass, then there's what I was about to say. They're calling intentional grounding.
Yeah. It's like what Isaac was saying.
If you're not going to give the fumble, there's nobody within 15 yards of him right there, and that's going to have to be something. So fans aren't too thrilled with it, but if you're not going to give them the fumble, that is the right call.
I'll give it to him. Yeah, that'll be the right call.
And that's probably what the officials were gathering to meet, and that, that is the right call. So kudos to them for coming together and getting that right. Now it's going to bring up a 3rd and 21 situation, and they are deep in their own territory.
Yeah, ball's on their own 7-yard line.
This is a dangerous position to be in if you choose to wing it.
Looks like we got a new guy in there at quarterback. That's the number 20. He's going to roll to his left on a keeper, and wrapped up by Dax Goff. That's Spencer Giles.
He's going to back it up. Looks like a loss of a yard. A long 4th and 22 to come, and they've shown multiple times they'll go for 4th down, but there's just no way here.
No, and like Isaac said, let's just go after it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hall's going to be back deep for the Cats. He's going to be about the 41-yard line of the Arrows.
You got to think this is going to be excellent fielding position, no matter what.
Looks like we got a timeout by the Golden Arrows. Sorry there, Jake.
No, that's good. Force them to use one of them timeouts early and make sure they're all on the same page and got something just to give them a little bit of breathing room here.
Right.
When you're backed up that deep, there's just not a lot of room to work.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys. We'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat Football. And we're back here at Jimmy Hobbs Memorial Stadium here in Lavaca, Arkansas. Lavaca is punting for the first time tonight, and Johnson with the punt. High punt. Oh, second time. Sorry. Thanks, Isaac.
Guys, you couldn't ask for better starting position here to.
No, I mean, starting at 32-yard line, 33-yard line of the Golden Arrows. And the Cats.
I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Me and you's not on the same page.
We're not.
All I was going to say is that's a great job by the defense stepping up and making big plays. I know the penalties help, but
yeah,
you know that offense wasn't able to get it done last time. Defense stepped up.
Cody Elliott right up the middle. He's going to have the first down over the 20, 15, 10. He's down to the 5. Oh, man, I was hoping he'd get in there.
Give it to him one more time. Let him finish it off.
Who is Doc? Oh. I formation here for the Cats. And head off to Trace Hall on the left-hand side. And touchdown, Bearcats, with 6:23 left to go here in the third quarter.
And that's a good response there by both sides of the ball. Offense comes up short. I just said this, but defense, something that they haven't had a lot of success with, is stopping them on big plays. And, you know, we know that intentional grounding penalty had a lot to do with it, but it's a great job by them getting the big stop, and then the Bearcat offense responding. We've got movement.
I think that's going to be on us.
I believe it was on us.
But, hey, with that score by Trace, we're going up 49-21. 6:23 left to go here in the third quarter.
We're a touchdown away from that mercy rule. We need one big stop, get it, and get this clock ticking.
So we'll try this again. Goff's going to be your long snapper. PT's going to be your holder, and Marcos Major to do the PAT. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. That's pretty kick.
I believe that may be his prettiest one he's had this year.
I think so. I had ran into Miss Haley from the Boys and Girls Club, and she kind of helps with the foreign exchange students. And she had said Marcos is used to playing on turf over back home in Spain and stuff, and so he was, said he's kind of used to it, kind of I guess excited about playing on turf, and he's more normal to him.
Yeah, and we've been blessed the last couple of years with some great kids coming in through that program.
Yeah,
we had Pablo last year, and the two boys this year able to kick, and that's a benefit to them getting to come over and having a big experience, and they've certainly been a blessing for everybody here. I hosted a Girl Olympia last year for the second half of the year, and she was excellent, and I worked with Haley. She does a great job with them.
And it's pretty awesome that these kids get to do that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well,
fair catch called by number 18.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a fair catch. Jackson Hall, first time I believe we've called his name tonight.
So.
Able to come back behind him, call that fair catch, and live to fight another day here. Ball's going to be placed at the 26-yard line, it looks like. 1st and 10 coming up, and that Bearcat defense, like we just talked, is one big stop away and a score from getting this clock ticking and ending this night early.
Hopefully the Cats defense can do that. Two receivers to either side. Brown's going to be your quarterback. Barwick is going to be your halfback. Got some pressure, able to dump it off to Johnson. I don't know how. Had Daniel and Chase Plumell right there in his face.
Yeah, I don't either. They've been in that backfield all night.
They have, all night long.
He was quarterback there at Miles Brown. He's fortunate to get that thing off, but it was still for a loss of a yard. It's a great tackle there by the Bearcat defense, and all of a sudden we're 2nd and 11.
Brown's going to be your quarterback. He's rolling out here to his right, looking deep, and wow, what a catch by Fisher Martin at the 45-yard line. We got a flag, though, as it's pointing in back here in the backfield.
Yeah, but I think that might have also been another roughing the passer call. Yeah, and that's what they call there. That was a good job there by the receiver to kind of turn and stop and get back to it. Hall unable to get his head turned around to make a play on it. And if he was able to, that was definitely one he could have.
Yeah,
could have picked, but unfortunately he's not able to do that, and that ball is going to be placed way up
about the
30-yard line, and all of a sudden Lavaca's got a little momentum going. Bearcat defense looking to steal it back.
You got 5:45 left here in the third, and we talked about getting that stop so we can get that mercy roll going, try to score this next time we get the ball, but right now Lavaca having a little something to say about that. Brown, a little incomplete as he hit his lineman. Lucky break there for the Cats defense.
It was because, when your whole line just lets everybody come through, that ought to be a good indicator that we're getting a quick little dump-off pass. And there was nobody in the area going to make that stop, so that was a fortunate break that it did hit the helmet of that lineman there, number 58 for Lavaca.
Right.
2nd 10 coming up. We'll take breaks all day.
Oh, yeah,
take them all day long.
Trips over here to the right, one to the left. That's Johnson over. Who? Us.
Yeah, I've lined up in the neutral zone again. Is that what they're calling? Oh, that's the 3rd time we've had this.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry, that's number 10 on the far side for the Arrows, Jose Rodriguez. Trips over here to the right. Brown's your quarterback. Bark is your halfback on the right side of him. Brown's got pressure from the backside. What a hit by Cameron Osborne.
Boy, that was a big hit, and they're screaming throw the flag. There's nothing dirty about that.
That's just a clean football hit.
That's just a clean football hit. Hit him hard. Right as the ball's coming out of his hand, and that's just part of it. It's an excellent job. Was that Osborne?
Osborne, yeah, Cameron Osborne.
Yeah, he's another one that's been back there a lot tonight. It's going to bring up a third and 5 now. And that line, that defensive line is starting to get in that backfield more and more frequently. Lineman does come off the field right there. That's number 79 for Lavaca. He's up under his own power, limping off.
Glad to see that. Got a guy going in motion. That's Barron. I have Trips over here to the right, one to the left. Brown's your quarterback. Barracks to the right of him. And Brown's going to pull it, and
great job.
Good job. That wasn't nowhere
read
going.
Right there by Brooks Herrera, able to shed his blocker and get the stop. That's going to be a loss of about 3 yards and bring up a 4th and 8.
And they're going to go for it right here. I mean, you're 2 down territory. You're down by a lot, 30, 29 points.
Yeah, you're probably 4 down territory the rest of the night.
Right.
Unless you just in a situation like last possession.
Yeah. 2 receivers to either side. Barwick is to the left of Brown. Brown is looking to his left. High pass, and
excellent
catch. What a catch. That's Barron, number 24, Jimmy Barron.
And that's freshman Connor Lentz on the coverage, not able to get to it. That shows the athleticism of that boy. He got up in the air, high up in the air, and made that play.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, he's the same one that made almost a diving catch going backwards, reaching backwards for it earlier.
It was, and he's shown his athleticism tonight. Gets a big play there for Lavaca.
Brown's rolling to his right. High pass intended for Barron. Again, incomplete. 4:25 left to go here in the third quarter, guys. It's 2nd and 7. Ball's on the 7-yard line, and Lavaca's knocking on the door.
Yeah, and again, we've had one big stop down here.
Yeah.
The defensive line here has done an excellent job of just pushing through and getting into this backfield multiple times, and we're looking to see that one more time. Hopefully get a big stop, big turnover, something to steal that momentum, what little momentum they have.
Brown rolling to his right, finds the man he was looking for this last play. It's Barron. So with 4:19 left to go here in the third quarter, Cats are up 50-27 over the Lavaca Golden Arrows. And looks like they're going for one. Going to bring on number 80. That's going to be Eli Smithson.
Gets a step of about 1.5 yards when he boots it.
Yeah.
Nothing's fancy, nothing special about it, just kicks it hard. See, Bearcats nearly got the block on their last attempt by Lance Sims. We'll see if we're able to bust through here. Be big.
It would be very big. Got a couple cats over here on the left-hand side. And incomplete.
That pass
No good.
is incomplete, intended for the uprights.
Yeah. If he had better hands other than flags, it'd work.
Yeah. And that was just a slow moving deal there. Just
Yeah.
unable to square it up. Shanks it off to the left just a hair. And with that, that'll be a 50-27 lead.
I do have a quick shout. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Barry Bradford and his family. They always watch, and another guy I always watches is Mr. David Tharp and his family. Give a shout out to Mom and Dad. Better not forget my shout out to Mr. Dummy Shepherd, watching all the way from the metropolis of Sugar Grove, Arkansas. And while I'm at it, we better thank our sponsors for BoonevilleBearcats.com and the app. Our exclusive broadcast advisor, First Western Bank, serving our local communities for 110 years. Our premier sponsors, 5B Properties, B Plus Storage Solutions. You can see Calvin Bennett for your rental needs. And Community National Bank. Let Brett Cook and the staff take care of your banking needs. Again, that's some of our sponsors for BoonevilleBearcats.com and the app. You can download it at Google Play, and I always say that wrong for the iPhone. I was like, what is it? I almost said iTunes. That ain't right.
App Store.
App Store, thanks.
I don't even have an iPhone.
I say that's good job by Big Country there. I changed the subject. No, got a flag though. We're going to be offsides more likely against the Golden Arrows. So we'll back this up and try it again. And I wouldn't be surprised if Isaac, Jake, they went for an onside kick again. You think? What do you think, Isaac? Kick it deep. Yeah. If you got a speedster out there for them, if you can boot it over, there's really not a place to pooch it.
No, but if they're going to try, they could put it right on that arrowhead. It'd probably be the best place for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be number 20 doing the kicking. That's Spencer Giles. Little squib kick over here to Mr. Hunter Warren.
We'll get on it.
And, ooh, did they get that, guys?
I don't think so. I think we come up with it.
Mr. Matson is able to come up with it for the Cats.
Yeah, that ball hopped right as it got to Warren's hands there, and he was unable to come up with it. Fortunately, Matson's there to fall on it. Be a 1st and 10. Excellent field position again from the 39-yard line with 4:13 left to go, with your Bearcats leading 50-27, looking to get it up to an even 30-point lead.
Hey, I tell you what, guys, let's give those guys on the line a shout out. We've got 485 yards all on the ground tonight, so they're doing a pretty good job. Got a couple guys close to 200 yards. Got a pass attempt here from PT. Ooh, incomplete, intended for Jace Washburn.
That was a dangerous pass.
Yes.
I don't know if that was a wrong route run or if it just a little off, but thrown
just to
thrown in a
this
dangerous
side,
area there in the middle of the field. Fortunately, it falls. Hope to see Booneville get back to their way of doing things here on this play.
Daniel splits out to the left, Washburn to the right. Hall goes in motion, hand off to Cody Elliott right up the middle. Cody's got the first down, steps through a tackle, and he's taking a guy with him as they do a little salsa dancing, I guess. Down to the 41-yard line, 42-yard line of the Arrows.
Yeah, that's an excellent carry by him, man. He's been running it down their throat all night.
He has.
That's just another example of that kid working hard, and he may be up over that 200-yard mark by this point.
Yeah, I'm refreshing the phone real quick.
Had multiple big runs, including that 73-yarder in the first half.
Yeah, 207 yards. Hand off to Dax Goff. Dax has got the first down, still on his feet. Up over to the 20 now. Looks like about the 21 is where he will be tackled.
Two big gashing plays in a row there by Elliott and Goff, keeping this momentum going. Both of them maybe over that 200-yard mark.
I was going to say that one right there is just going to put him right over the 200-yard mark.
Yeah, they were at 166 and 169, I think, at the half apiece. So two excellent nights or one excellent night for two
excellent.
hard-running kids there.
Goff is your halfback, left halfback. Hall's your right halfback. Hall gets the ball on the left-hand side. Couple guys in there on a stop. That's 53 Knoll and number 80 Smithson for the Lavaca Golden Arrows. Got 3 minutes left to go here in the third quarter, folks. 50-27, Cats are up over Lavaca. Washburn is going to be split out to your right, it looks like. Daniel is in right now. He's going to go to tight end on the right-hand side, and Washburn is slipping to the left. Give a quick shout-out to Cody Elliott and Brooks. They went and read, some of the guys I know that went and read to the younger groups, pre-K and kindergarten stuff this past week. Head off to Dax Goff on the right-hand side. Lowers his shoulder and just runs right through him into the end zone. Makes it 56-27 with 2:26 left to go here in the third.
Yeah, it's a great job right there by Dax, getting that momentum moving forward. And just lowered his shoulder, and nobody wanted any part of that. He's able to just
it's a big guy to bring down.
Yeah, it is. And when he's running hard and you're standing still, that's not a fun sight to see coming at you. So
no.
Great job by him there. Kick goes up.
And it is good, looks like.
He's going to get it up to an even 30-point lead right now, 57-27 with 2:26 left to go. And we're back in this position. We're looking to get one big stop, one more score, and get the Cats in that mercy rule.
I do have a score here. Isaac's got a score here. Greenland is up 43-0 over Hackett in the third quarter.
Boy, Hackett's just had a fall off after we played them.
They really have.
I was very impressed with them. Their quarterback was slinging it all over the field, which I know, as the weeks have went.
Yeah.
Our defense has had issues from time to time covering the pass, but still, I thought for a young team, they were excellent.
Well, he was just a sophomore too, though.
Right.
That was just fourth, fifth game into the year. Some guys, especially your younger guys, are still getting equipped to the senior high play.
Yeah, and I thought, man, he's going to be a force to reckon with for the next couple of years.
Yeah.
Looks like they've fallen off just a hair, though, in the second half of this season.
Right. Here's the approach and the kick from one. High kick fielded by Barron at the 25-yard line. He heads back towards the Arrow sideline. He's got a couple guys in pursuit, heads down the sideline, cuts inside, and that's number 27, Marcos. That's his second tackle on the year, guys.
And he's kind of your last line of defense right there. If he's not there to make the big stop, they may take it to the house. So that's an excellent job by him just to get in there, and pretty good little tackle, really.
Hey, I do have another score, kind of a surprising score. Rosin is up 9-8 over Barton at halftime. Trips to the left, one over here to the right. Brown's rolling to his left, and the ball's tipped and incomplete. I didn't see who tipped it down there on the line of scrimmage.
I think it
was it Welling?
I think it was Welling. That's who I was going to say, but I'm not 100% sure. I think it was either Welling or Plymell getting in the backfield there. Good job pushing through, getting that big stop. Deflection to bring up a 2nd and 10.
Camden Harmony Grove and Lake Village in the close game. Camden Harmony Grove is up 29-21, right? Right. And Martin right there on the reception. A couple Cats in there on the tackle. Guy on the bottom of the pile, though, is going to be number 64. That's Chase Plymell.
Yeah, I think he was first met by Dax Goff and Plymell coming in pursuit from behind, able to get a big stop. And we do have an injured Golden Arrow who has drug himself over to the side, or to the sideline. They're going to have to take a look at him. And again, that's number 3.
Martin, you hate to see that again, you know.
Yeah, he's something going on with his, looks like ankle or knee.
2 receivers either side for the Arrows. Brown's got some pressure, and he just throws it under just desperation, honestly. And I'll applaud the young man. He got a couple guys coming at you.
Yeah, he's going to be sore tomorrow. He's taking some shots.
Yeah.
There's Bearcat defenders been in the backfield all night. It's going to bring up a 4th and 9, it looks like, and punt team's coming on the field. I guess they don't want to take that gamble.
Right.
With them being 1 score away. So that's a good job by the Bearcat defense to get that one stop that we've been talking about needing. And now it'll be up to the special teams and offense to put this thing away and get to that mercy rule.
Trace Hall standing at his own 24-yard line. Johnson to do the punt and high punt again. He's got a pretty good leg on him. And just about hit his own dude. Takes an arrow roll and hits the foot of number 6 for the Arrows. That's going to be John Godnez. I think I said that.
I've been calling him Godnez.
Godnez.
I think that's how you say it.
Got a couple more scores. Camden Hardy Grove did score. It's 36-21. Harmony Grove over Lake Village. And Perryville and Salem, they're in Conference 2 of 3A. Salem is up 20-19 over Perryville Mustangs. That's for 4th and 5th seed right now in that conference. And Camden Harmony Grove, they're playing Lake Village. Right now, Lake Village is sitting at 2-2 in the conference. And at the 5th spot right now, so, and 3A6.
Got Washburn in at quarterback right
good
here.
carry there by Jace Washburn, the sophomore. And he's going to be thrown down by Johnson at the 40-yard line. It looks like Hunter Warren was in at fullback as well for the Cats. So it seems like, guys, PT and Cody Elliott's Knots are through. And pretty good game by Elliott. 207 yards. Now that's not the final stat, but that's what last time I looked, that's what it was. Washburn, your quarterback. Daniel split out to the left. Hall goes in motion. Be handoff to Warren right up the middle, and that's going to be his second carry of high school career.
I'm going to tell you, Warren is going to be a name that a lot of people are going to know.
Yes.
By the end of his career. I've watched him in junior high. He is a hard-nosed runner, man. He's one that a type of kid you want on your team.
And he's going to get it again right up the middle. Boy, look at that pop.
Yeah.
And he's got another first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That kid has no fear. He's not scared of anybody. He's just ready to go compete.
Yeah.
And that's the
what
type
you need.
of kids. And I'll tell you who, I know both these kids, and personally they don't remind me of one another, but the way they play, he reminds me a little bit of how Rylan Ray used to run the ball.
Ah, yes, yeah.
We do have an injured Bearcat down on the field, though.
So while they're tending to the injured cat, we'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we're back here at Jimmy Hobbs Memorial Stadium here in Lavaca, Arkansas. Your Booneville Bearcats are up right now 57-27 over the Lavaca Golden Arrows. 30.8 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Injured cat, that was Mr. Hunter Warren.
Yeah, I think it was just a cramp. They've got him over on the side, massaging, stretching him out.
Those hurt.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Washburn's your quarterback. Goff goes in motion. Elliott's back in at fullback. Hand off to Trace Hall on the backhand side. Trace cuts to the inside, and he's going to be wrapped up at the 20 by number 2 Johnson.
Great little run right there. Another probably 13, 14-yard run right there for Trace. And he hasn't had just a ton of room to work tonight.
No.
They have found a way to stop him. But if you look at your stat line, he's probably closing in on at least 100 yards here. I mean,
yeah,
he's had a productive night, done everything he's been asked to do. And that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter with your score 57 for Booneville, 27 on the Golden Arrows side. 1 quarter left to go.
Got a couple more scores, Isaac. Melbourne's up 53-27 over Quitman. Melbourne more likely may win that number 2 conference in 3A.
Yeah, they should. I've watched a little bit of film on them throughout the year, trying to decide who I think is going to be the big one coming out of that side of the bracket.
Right.
Melbourne looks tough. They look like a well-coached team.
Yeah.
Explosive. Good offense. Defense looks pretty good. They're going to be a team that you're going to hear about here going into the end of the season.
And, with the loss last week to Charleston, Cats are going to be on the top half of the bracket, but on the bottom part of the top part. If that makes sense to some of you folks out there. That's, I know, confusing probably to somebody.
Bottom of the top.
Bottom of the top. Handoff. I'm just kidding. Jason Washburn faked me out. He still has the ball, and hey, he's done a pretty good job so far coming in for PT.
He has. I've talked to the coaching staff. They've got a lot of faith in him running the quarterback in the next 2 years.
Yeah.
You know, PT's done an excellent job coming in and taking over after the loss or the graduation, I guess, of Randon Ray, who's been our quarterback for multiple years now. And,
yeah.
PT's done a great job stepping in, and they feel like that once he's gone, Jace will also do a great job stepping in. So we'll see. I think he's going to be one that has a lot of success here.
Goes in for the touchdown right there.
Including right there. That's a big run by Washburn.
And that should do it right there, guys.
Yeah, that gets us in that mercy rule up 36 points, 37 after this kick. The clock will tick once the official winds it.
63-27, Bearcats over the Lavaca Golden Arrows. PT to do the hold. Kick is up, and it is good. That was Mr. Juan Horo doing the PAT there for the Cats. We'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we're back here at Jimmy Hobbs Memorial Stadium here in Lavaca, Arkansas. Do want to thank, I'll do it after this. Nice kick by Juan. It's going to be fielded about the 12-yard line. And Ferris Daines, first man down there, not letting go.
It's a great job right there. Ferris, he's a name that we've heard a lot this year.
Yeah.
Closing in of the games. And he's, I got a feeling, going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Just a sophomore, I believe.
I think so.
One more time, I'd like to remind you that tonight's live stream is sponsored by the Scantling Haunted House, located at 208 South College Street in Booneville. They'll have movies playing outside, glow-in-the-dark wristbands with each purchase until supplies run out. Snacks for $1 each.
Just a whole slew of cats there. It's number 8 on the carry for the Arrows. That's going to be Israel.
Tickets, $7 for ages 12 and under and $12 for adults. Open Friday, Saturday, and Halloween night from 7 to 10 and Sunday night from 8 to 10. Come get your fright on and enjoy the night at the Scantling Haunted House. See you there.
I want to thank the Scantlings for sponsoring our live stream tonight. Oh. Going to have two receivers. Going to be a handoff over here on the left-hand side. And got Garrick Barr in there and number 75, Lance Sims, on the stop for the Cats.
Clock is ticking and ticking quick here. We're at 9:35 left in the half, left in the game. 3rd and 15, 3rd and 19, I'm sorry, coming up.
Hey, we got a couple backups in there on the game for the Cats. Your left defensive tackle is going to be number 76. That's Gage Bouchard. Number 75, that's Lance Sims. He's your nose guard. Your right defensive tackle is 57. That's Matthew Crosby. Your guys in there at linebacker is going to be number 21. That's Dylan Todd and Garrick Barr. You two, are your two-year linebackers. 51, Trevor Cairo, and 52 is Ferris Daines, are your other linebackers. It'll be Israel on the run on the right-hand side, and he's going to be wrapped up by Cairo. I tell you what, where did I put my paper?
Which one you need?
That one right there. Give you some stats on some of these other guys that see the field later on. Trevor coming into tonight's game. He's got, let's see, 5 5 tackles, 5 solo, 4 assists, total of 9 tackles. And he's also got 2 tackles for losses and a sack. A punt here for the Golden Arrows. That's number 2, Johnson again. A low kick. And it's going to be down about the 43-yard line of the Arrows. Charleston is up 49-7 over West Fork. That's in the 4th quarter. 4A action. McGee is up 32-25 over DeWitt. And Jackson City is winning 51-6 over Horatio. Lavaca played Horatio earlier in the year down there at Horatio. And let's see. Ashdown's up 15-9 over Mena, another 4A action. And that team up north, Ozark, they're up 42-7 over Gravette. Let's see here. Bigger schools. Lake Hamilton's up 30-9 over Russellville at halftime. And Pulaski Academy, Jake was telling us about that game. The quarter, it says 4th quarter, and it's tied 23-23. That's what we got here on Fearless.
I think Greenwood scored
Did he
once
score?
and has now went up,
Okay.
according to my inside source.
Jake's got some inside sources here and there, so, you know, I guess if you want somebody to have, somebody needs some stuff, look for Mr. Jake Fennell. He's got some inside sources here, there, and yonder.
Yeah, I got a guy for everything.
Take this time to thank the rest of our sponsors for BoonevilleBearcats.com and the app. Shelter Insurance and Agent Gerald Baker. S&W Home Center for all your hardware needs. The City of Booneville, a good hometown. Patriot Underground and Taylor Niedert. First Booneville, home of First Booneville students. First Booneville kids. Booneville Family Dental. And Stacy Holbert Photo Art. Just want to say thank you for sponsoring BoonevilleBearcats.com and the app. Thank you for what you do for the kids, sponsoring that. Everything that they do for sponsoring BoonevilleBearcats.com and the app goes back into our kids, into the athletic departments, and just to help give them better things to work with. Looks like Mr. Garrick Barr is going to be your fullback now for your Booneville Bearcats. Dylan Todd is going to be your right halfback, number 21. And number 22, that's going to be Matson at your left halfback. Washburn's your quarterback still. And looks like we're going to have, I believe that's Conley, number 40, on the far side over there. And Shelton, number 15, over here on the right-hand side. Todd goes in motion. Hand off to Garrick Barr right up the middle. And Garrick's got the first down and still turning them legs of his. And he's going to be down to the 27, 26-yard line of the Arrows.
Glad to see Garrick have a little success up to this point. Man.
Yes.
He's a kid that the coaching staff just talks about how much they love him and his attitude and how hard he works. And
Right.
a lot of times coming in this situation, it's hard for him to have a lot of room to work. But
Yeah.
right there, that's an excellent job by him, finding the hole and big chunky yards gained right there.
Looks like you got number 4, Clayton Lofton, in at your right halfback, and number 3, Connor Lentz at your left halfback. Gage Bouchard is your center, number 76. Lofton's going to get the pitch on the left-hand side, and Clayton's going to have the first down here for your Cats. And, guys, the second-string offense looking pretty good.
Yeah, they are. This is the time to shine when you're those guys. You
Right.
don't get a lot of looks, and the looks you do get are going to be limited with the clock usually running at that point. So you've got to make something happen with what few carries you get and what few reps you get. And so far, the second string's done a good job of pushing Lavaca's back, and they are down in the red zone at this point. Looks like at about the 16-yard line, 15-yard line maybe.
Yeah, we got 5:40 left here in the ball game. The rest of your guys on the offensive side of the line, your left guard is going to be number 57, it's Matthew Crosby. Your left tackle is number 52, Ferris Daines. Looks like the Cats are going to take a timeout. Trevor Cairo, number 51, is your right guard. And number 67, J.J. Redmond, is your right tackle. What is going on? I don't know if... Oh, I got you.
That's what it looks like to me. They don't want to. They don't want to score another points.
Kind of run the. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Flag. We took a penalty.
Delay a game.
Yep.
Can't keep doing that though.
No, that's just adding to the penalty yardage. But I mean, I understand. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
mean,
blame the coaches there either.
Not at all. I understand the thought process there, but being that close, that may be something that's just hard to prevent.
Right, and we head off to Garrick Barr, and listen, he's turning them legs of his. You know, we talked about him and Cody a lot this year. You know, just how they run is just so physical.
Yeah, man, and they're undersized too. They're little
Yeah.
bitty guys. We've got Barr checking in at 5'4" and 130 pounds. So
Yeah.
he is a little dude, but boy, you wouldn't know it by the way he plays. He's got a killer instinct mindset.
He
that
does.
He's just gonna go outwork you, and that's what he does. And this may be a another delay of game penalty or a knee out and victory formation type deal. And
Yeah, we might be able to. I mean, 2nd and 11, ball's on the 17-yard line. Play clock's 10 seconds now, and the game clock's down to 4-minute mark. So just take a knee, and you've got 2 more downs to do that.
yeah, I don't know. I don't think you can run it out, but you can all but run it out. So
Right.
I'm not a math guy, but I'm fairly confident that you can't run it out here.
Got Purple Rain playing in the background.
I think I can hear Chuck talking about it on the
Yeah.
floor below us. He loves that Purple Rain, man. It's a great job over there by Brian and Angela Rhodes.
Oh, that's yes.
They've done an excellent job, and they're about to compete in their state
State
competition.
6 times, Jake, they've gone to state. 6 in a row, I should say.
6 in a row, yeah.
Yeah.
So they've had a lot of success. They run a
Yeah.
good, I don't know, what do you call that, a good program
I
over
guess you
there?
could say program. They've
Band program, and
yeah.
Booneville is certainly lucky to have them
Oh yes.
move into our area and take over. And we've had a lot of good directors over the years, had a
Right.
lot of success, but
They've kind of taken it almost another level. I guess what I want to say is I don't remember a time we've gone 6 straight times in a row to state, and I'm sure someone could probably tell me. But off the top of our heads, you know, and they got runner-up a couple years ago, then they finished in the top 3, and then finished in the top 3 again. So they're constantly right there in the top bands in, you know, our division.
right, they're
So-
always competing and always out to, you know, hopefully bring home their title or
Yeah.
their big win there. So super. Those are some fun kids too, man.
Oh,
Yes. Those are the kids that you love having in class because
Right.
they're a great time. They have a lot of fun. That's why I was telling my wife one time I was watching them in a pep rally, and I thought, man, maybe I should have been in the band.
Right.
Because you look over there at them, and they're having the time of their
Yes,
life up
yes.
cheering and dancing, and they love it, and having good directors certainly help with that.
Right. And, you know, we've got a couple guys on the football team that's actually in the band. Chase Plumell, he's in the band, number 64. Garrick Barr, number 24, he's on the drum line.
Yeah.
Then number 4, Clayton Lofton, he's in the band as well. And Garrick's younger brother is actually in the band.
Mm-hmm.
So
And I like that. I like that things have changed to the point where
yes,
these football boys are doing more.
Right.
They're in the band. They're playing on the golf team, which
Right.
that might be a little because I'm the golf coach, but but I certainly love having them, and,
Yeah.
and I like the direction that the program's gone. I think kids should play anything and everything they can because one day you're going to be old like us standing in the press box
exactly.
doing this. So I think the more you can do, the better because one day that all ends. So
Yeah.
you know, Booneville has certainly been blessed with a lot of good people, whether that's coaches or directors or teachers
Yeah.
or whoever it is. Booneville has certainly been blessed with that.
And, you know, you was talking about that, and kind of along the same lines, our guy, Mr. David Tharp, he sent me a thing. He said, fun fact, Max Preps has released its top 200 I'll spit this out.
Winningest?
Yes, thank
There's
you.
the word.
Programs of all time. And he said, congrats to the Cats for making the top 100. Number 66, winning. Say that again.
Winningest.
Yes, thank you. I could not say that tonight
Well,
for some reason.
I'm a very successful college kid.
College kid. You're
They taught me that in college.
But the Cats are ranked 66 all time. Now my phone's froze up. But, you know, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is, man. If you look at all the schools in the nation, that's
Yeah.
insane think that we're among the top of that. And man, Booneville has been blessed for a long time in various ways, and we always say it's a good hometown. That's kind of the slogan. It certainly is. And, proud to be from there.
And whoops. So the Cats, we're going to move to 7-2 overall in the year, 4-2 in conference. Going to wrap up the second seed. Lavaca is probably going to wind up as the fourth seed. Greenland will probably get the third seed. They was up big earlier.
Yeah, 42-0 over Hackett.
Yeah. Mansfield is probably going to wrap up that final spot. But that's how the playoffs are kind of wrapping up for our conference. Charleston's going to finish as your champions. And last week was the first time the Cats have lost a conference game in 6 years.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate, and there are lots of reasons that you know that is unfortunate. But the main thing is we just didn't get it done, and you know, it doesn't matter who's out there on the field, who's not. We did not get the job done, and hopefully that lights a fire under the Bearcat squad down there. You know, it's not. But the good thing is, if you ask a lot of schools, you know, what's your goal? Conference championship.
Yeah.
That's never the goal at Booneville. The goal is all they feel year in, year out. They've got an opportunity to compete for the state title.
Exactly.
And that's the more important thing to fight for, and we're going to find ourselves in an opportunity to continue to compete. And like I said last week, best case scenario for us is we get to play Charleston again, because if we do, that's in the state finals.
State finals down at Little Rock. And hey, I wouldn't be a better way, honestly, to meet them.
No, and you know, just have to see where the chips fall throughout it. But Booneville certainly have an opportunity to make some noise in the next few weeks.
Oh, we only lost to Charleston in conference, Barry. Did I say we were? I put we were 3-2 in conference. We're only 3-1 in conference. Now 4-1
now. Yeah.
Thank you for catching that for me, Barry. But yeah, Cats would move to 7-2 overall and 4-1 in conference. Here's your final stats for the Lavaca Golden Arrows. They had 283 yards of total offense. 276 of that was on or through the air. Your Booneville Bearcats, 649 yards of offense. Every single bit of that was on the ground. Had a couple pass attempts. One was just out of reach. Other one was just to the inside. So the Cats wound up winning 64-27. I'll give you folks some final stats here real quick. For the Arrows, Miles Brown, he was 22 of 37 for 276 yards, 4 touchdowns and an interception. He was also the leading rusher with 28 yards. Everybody else was in the negatives. Johnson was the leading receiver, 8 catches for 137 yards, followed by Fisher Martin, 5 catches for 61, and Jimmy Barron, 7 for 52. That's a pretty good little athlete for the Arrows.
Yeah, they've definitely got athletes on that side of the ball.
Yeah.
You know, offensively, they did a good job tonight. What did they score?
27.
27.
Yeah.
So they were able to move the ball a lot on our defense, and credit to them. We think they're going to come in as the 4 seed, and you know, you get to the playoffs like that, you never know. They may sneak up on somebody. I think they've certainly got some athletes.
They got some athletes. They could do so. Johnson was also the leading tackler for the Arrows, 6 tackles. Giles, 5.5, as well as Knoll. For your Booneville Bearcats, Cody Elliott, 16 carries, a season and a career high night for him. 16 carries, 226 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Dax Goff, 15 carries, 217 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Trace Hall, 13 carries, 109 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jace Washburn, 4 for 46. Hunter Warren, 2 for 23. Garrick Barr, 2 for 19. Clayton Lofton, 1 for 11. And Peyton Tatum, he had 3 carries for 3 yards. Dax Goff is your leading tackler, 6.5 tackles. Chase Palmel had 4. Trace Hall and Jace Washburn, 3.5. Brooks Herrera had 3. And Cameron Osborne and Brendan Dove had 2.5. And Garrick Barr had 2. So that's your final stats for your Booneville Bearcats. As we win tonight, we will be on the road next week, taking on the Cedarville Pirates. And I guess for Isaac Brown, Jake Fennell, y'all got anything, fellas?
Nope.
Nope. I am
Nothing
Zach
for me.
Austin. And Lord willing, we'll see y'all next week. And remember, as always, it's a great day to be a Bearcat.